Good morning, everybody. We're live. It's Wednesday. Here we are, guys. All right.
It feels weird today.
It's July 5th. Is anybody else here?
No.
Like any of the morning shows here?
Whoever decided to do that and go, we're not coming in on Wednesday, did it right. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, they did it right.
I saw Jenna. AD might be here. I'm not sure.
I think AD's here on Keishi. I know Courtney's show's not here.
Nope, Courtney's off. And then
What about WIL?
Casey, I saw Casey. I don't know if... Yeah, and Remy's in there, too. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, they're here.
I mean, this is the day you want off because nobody slept last night.
Oh,
No, it was tough sleeping last night.
yeah.
Everybody's having fun, and I'm trying to shut my eyes and... Come on, guys. It's 10 o'clock. Enough.
Right.
I woke up at midnight, and it was still going off like crazy.
Midnight
Everywhere.
in Overland?
Yes.
I had to put on
Already in Overland.
some white noise, some brown noise. I had my AirPods in because I was like, I'm gonna get out on my lawn and get nuts if I don't, because it just kept.
I was one step away from opening up my window and yelling, "Enough! We get it."
Please, enough! You're American.
Yeah.
We know.
Well, I live in the city, so ain't no curfew on fireworks in the city, dude. It's everybody's on their own thing. So there was plenty of... Dutchtown was lighting it up.
Yeah.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, my dog's going into cardiac arrest. Man, that dude, I gave my dog Benadryl, and I don't even know what the other thing was.
Yeah, what's the other thing called? The calm down pill. It starts with a T.
It's like
Tramadol.
something like that.
Trazodol.
Trazodine.
It is.
Trap house.
Yes.
Yeah, the vet prescribes it.
Trazodone.
Trazodone.
There it is. Gave him that. Guess what?
What?
He fought it off.
Like a champ.
Fought it off like a champ, dude.
Like
so
a
now,
champ.
as I was saying, he's just like robo-tripping in my living room. Now he's tripping. It's like fighting through an Ambien. Like if you fight through an Ambien, stuff gets weird, dude.
He's up on his back legs.
Yeah, so he's
around.
he's having the worst time of his life because now he's discombobulated and the fireworks are scaring the crap out of him. Literally. Poor
You
guy.
ever take NyQuil and try to fight it off? That's fun.
I took I do a magnesium and a melatonin, one of each, and that got me down. And then at like 9:05, 9:30, I like walk out and I go, I'm like huffing. My husband's in the living room watching God only knows what. I come in, I'm like, this is real neat. Like I'm in a real bad mood, and my AirPods were in the kitchen, and so he's like, babe, did you take anything? I go, yeah, I took something.
Well, you said you were listening to brown noise? I never heard of brown noise.
Yeah, that's scary in bed. I don't think I want to do that.
I didn't know it existed either, but my friend Sarah's like, oh, you got
That's that. Yeah, that's the
you
brown
got to
noise.
get
A
into
lot of
some
bass.
brown noise.
It took longer than I thought to get that fart cue.
I couldn't find the button.
It's all right. It's technically Monday for us.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to pull up what brown noise is.
It's like static. It's like
It's a different kind of static, though. It's not.
yeah. There's like you
not like
hear
the white
something in
noise.
another room. Like you hear like the white noise, which is the static, and then you kind of hear like somebody going through like a filing cabinet or something in the other room. It's real weird.
All right, guys.
But effective.
I found it. All right, so that's brown noise.
That's it.
Almost sounds like kind of sounds like an AC unit
Yes.
in its own way.
And so I had it on. I did the 60-minute, an hour of brown noise.
Yeah, so just that.
Just this. And then it went off. And then immediately the fireworks started again. And so I had to do it again.
Nice.
And now my ear holes hurt. Well,
I've been listening to.
I like brown noise, man.
What if we just did that
So
for the
soothing.
first hour? We just played brown noise
Brown
and you
noise
push that
and
button.
farts.
And that's what we put into the NBA this year.
Missouri broadcasters. Here we come.
So what are your thoughts on July 5th fireworks?
No, thanks.
It's happening, so
Yeah.
strap in.
I'm ready.
Brown noise round 2. Here we go.
So we got the July 4th fireworks. I get it. And listen, we had to work today.
And we had a crappy weekend. It was raining all weekend, so everybody didn't get their rocks off over the weekend. So they got $1,000 they got to spend, and it's going to be tonight again.
Oh, yeah. It's on.
Thank God, man.
There's an argument that nobody should have to tolerate the noise, the lights, the smells associated with fireworks after July 4th.
Right?
As long as we're done by 9:30.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, that's what.
As long as we're done on July 5th, as long as we're done by 9:30, I'm okay with it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's already in there ordinances against shooting off fireworks in the county. anyways?
There's. Do you think people follow those
Well, that's what I
rules?
say. I think 9:30 would be great. They'll all follow that.
Do
Well,
people follow those rules?
no.
Like, you're technically not supposed to fire off fireworks in the county.
No. Well, they don't care. They definitely don't care in the city. I'm gonna let you know that right up top. They don't give a damn about any kind of ordinances. They're shooting them off in the alleyways, narrow alleyways, in between homes. There's no open field fireworks going on. And, I'm all for it. But man, past midnight, I was like,
Yeah, past midnight.
I'm going to sleep listening to a podcast about Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing about like the horrid
biggest firework.
after effects of Hiroshima.
Right.
Wildfire. No wonder I'm having a panicked sleep.
Yeah,
I woke up,
Why
my
are you
heart's
going
beating
to sleep
fast,
to
I'm
that?
sweating, and I'm like, I'm just
Should put on
living.
some of that brown noise.
Yeah. Everybody should try brown noise tonight.
So the company, our company, Hale Hubbard, had
Hale Hubbard.
our company holiday day off was Monday.
Yes.
Some people had to work on Monday and had today off. So what would you have rather? Would you have rather had? Because I'm looking at Olive Boulevard. It's a ghost town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have rather had today off or the Monday off?
I mean, it sucks that we had the day on, that it's a Tuesday for 4th of July, because the Monday does make more sense when you think of
It
extending
makes
the weekend.
more sense. Just, we were all Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
4 days off.
Amazing.
In a row.
Do a vacation.
I think that we should have also had this day. I think just 2 days just surrounding it so we could have slept. Because, we're not going to do our best work today. None of us. You listening, nor us.
You watch.
Oh,
I will be
I will.
watching.
I think sometimes you can we're all a little slap happy, no sleep. You can get into some weird
I'm doing
stuff.
my best work right now.
Me
Okay.
too.
I'm not.
Right now.
I'm in.
Party of one. Good luck.
What?
I don't know. So our buddy DJ here, he sent us an email.
This is
He is
hilarious.
a supervisor for Central County 911 Fire EMS Dispatch, just getting off of work, just giving us the St. Louis County stats from July 4th.
Please.
544 calls for service, 68 firework-related incidents. There you go. Thank you, Rafe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, that was
It worked.
that was my soundboard.
23 dumpster fires,
Oh,
Oh, nice.
15
Wow.
brush fires, 13 structure fires, 13 trash/debris fires, 3 burns/trauma,
This is a good
one porta potty fire.
Yeah, that's a good time.
That was in Pacific.
Yeah, it was.
lots of brown noise in
Party
that
down
thing.
there.
Someone
Yeah,
lit a
Brown
porta
Noise
potty on
City.
fire there. And the busiest engine company in the county with 20 calls. Congratulations, Spanish Lake 5110.
Congrats. That's huge.
Spanish Lake 5110, the busiest engine company in the county. So there you go. There are the stats.
That's
I do
wonderful.
enjoy the one porta potty fire.
I do as well. Mm-hmm. Thank you
I
for
would
that.
love to know. I would love to know the
Yeah.
story behind that one.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I am imagining fireworks went in
Yes.
to where the methane is stored, the underneath part.
Or a quick, let's see what happens when I throw an M80 down here.
Right.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Something went in the toilet,
Yeah.
igniting the methane and going up quickly. I see that more than I see like a Roman candle being shot at the outside. The plastic doesn't seem like it would catch.
You know what? There was, for a while, if you look it up on YouTube, there people were setting porta potties on fire and watching what happens when a porta potty burns. It kind of melts into itself. Pretty amazing.
Oh, really?
Pretty amazing.
Science fair. Cool.
Pretty amazing to see that happen.
I mean, if you're putting in, what is it, an M80 bomb? What is it?
An M80 is like a quarter stick of dynamite.
Yes. If you put one of those in the poo lava and you blow up said porta potty, how far back do you go? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, how far back do you got to stand?
Yeah. Because that poo's going everywhere.
Oh, it's going
it's
everywhere.
a
Oh, yeah.
gnarly-
Oh, yeah.
Like the shrapnel from a porta potty explosion is something that I never want to be a part of.
I think
ever.
isn't that what blew the guy's fingers off, the New York Giants guy? Didn't he like try to fist
Jason
it?
Pierre-Paul?
I think so. I think he like tried to be cool.
Well, and that was a couple of years ago.
I think he held it like in his fist.
The irony there was when he blew his fingers off, and this is a pro football player, Lern.
2015.
2015. Prior to him blowing his fingers off, he had posted a picture up on social media of the van full of fireworks that he bought for the neighborhood. There was we had a couple close calls in the history of shooting off fireworks at the Riz household.
Who hasn't? You know?
A couple close calls. We had one of those, 500-gram cakes, the boxes, you know? And we were giving those away over at Captain Jim's last Thursday. Those big boxes. And I had it, I guess I had it up on like a cinder block. And in the course of it going off, it fell over and started shooting towards everybody watching, that was fun. Grabbing kids and going, get out of the way!
Grandma!
It's the best.
You know the Black Cat fireworks? That just
Yeah,
like
you get the little...
it's string, sometimes, there's 20 on there or whatever.
Yeah. You can do small ones, and they have the giant ones, too.
Yeah.
Those go forever.
I remember lighting, and this was a long time ago when I was a kid, lighting one of those and then just chucking them.
Wow.
I threw it onto somebody's windshield accidentally, and the man was standing there.
Oh, no.
And the went off on his windshield, and this man threatened to rip my arms off.
Yes.
Man.
What'd you do?
I deserved it.
Yeah.
He threatened to rip my arms off and beat me with my own arms.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd
He
be so
was
frustrating.
Livid.
We were in college, and we decided to go outside of the town. This is down in Springfield, and throw bottle rockets out the window of the cars. And we were like, okay, we're done. That's enough. And my buddy's like, I can do one more. And he saw this car behind. He's like, this will be funny. I'll throw it like towards that car, and go over the car. But of course, it hits the windshield and pops. And then whenever it lights up, you see the little lights on top of the car. It just happened to be
it was
a police car.
officer. Nice.
Yes. That was amazing. So instead of stopping, my buddy who was driving just gunned it, and they went through this neighborhood like a wild maniac, found a driveway with cars, and pulled in there, and everything was okay after that.
Wow.
Yeah, we went back home quietly, and no one got in trouble. It was wild.
I know, Joe, in the instant feedback. Quit complaining. I had to work Monday and today. Well, it sucks for you.
Yeah, we wish you were off as
Sucks
well.
for you.
You're in this.
Did he work shooting fireworks, or what was he working?
Sucks for you, Joe.
See, I was never like...
Get a job where you could be off on Monday.
Yes. I was never
I don't
the
know what you
person...
do. Sorry, Joe.
He's like paramedic.
God, Riz is a dick.
I know. No, I was never like the person shooting the fireworks at anyone. I'm the youngest on like one side of my family, and so I was always the bait. I was always the one that like my cousins were bottle rockets. Oh, we got to get Lauren, and I'd take off and I'm screaming. They ruined
I'm sorry.
everything.
I think that, I don't know, guys, it's more of a guy thing, don't you think?
No, I mean, this
Shooting
is my
off fireworks?
cousin Mariah. She was a total bee.
I don't know. You could be in your 40s and you turn into a little kid
Yeah.
lighting off fireworks.
Yes. It's like, do you feel like you have to, as men, there's a stereotypical masculinity problem that you guys are having?
Just guys like, cars and
Shooting.
Wait, what?
Shooting fireworks
What do
off.
you mean?
I feel like my brother-in-law, they hosted, so my sister and brother-in-law, normally they go to her mom's house for a big 4th of July thing. And this is the first year that in Nixa, Missouri, or wherever they live, Springfield, Missouri, they were hosting the big family event this weekend. We did not go. And my brother-in-law, really did it up. Had to have bought like however much he spent on fireworks. It had to be big. He had to outdo his father-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a masculinity thing attached to it.
It's a whose penis is bigger contest.
I would think
that's
so.
That's what some 4th of July backyard barbecues turn into.
Yeah.
Oh, you spent $300 in fireworks? Oh, no, I spent $500. Then the guy comes and says, I spent $1,000 worth of fireworks.
Yeah.
Yes.
All my fireworks are made by Peter North.
Yeah, the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are big
Huge boom.
boys.
Because I feel like that's what was going on in my neighborhood
Big
last
explosions.
night.
Oh, yeah.
Just dads outdoing each other.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think 100%.
Now, my subdivision, we used to just pile them all together.
That's nice.
A couple houses around, kind of just everybody take the fireworks and just pile them in the middle of the common area. Well, let's see what we got here.
See, I do like that too, because that's one way to make sure everyone's on the same page in your neighborhood. So it's like, all right, when we're done with this, everyone's done, and we can go home and sleep. And
We made a deal. No bottle rockets with the guys with the parachutes.
Why?
oh, the roofs,
Love those.
Because those go onto roofs.
but they're so fun.
That is fun.
That's one
They
of the
go
best
onto
fireworks.
roofs. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass.
Gives you hope, though.
Keeps giving, you know?
Give you hope. What hope?
Just seems like somebody survived the explosion.
Little guy comes in the
little
parachute
guy
down.
floating down. You're like,
You ever see those, Lern?
I have. I didn't know they were fireworks, though. I thought they were just toys. So you shoot them up, and then they have a little...
Yeah, the guy in the little parachute comes down.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But those go on the roofs, though.
Oh, well, everything goes on a roof. So
I feel like the opposite of the masculinity, though, is like the female obsession with sparklers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Every freaking Instagram post was like
No, it is.
someone in the cute outfit holding 2 sparklers.
I love America.
Yep, spelling
So
the word.
So cute.
So
It's my 4th of July.
Everybody's got their
sundress. Everybody does.
we want exploders. They want shiny.
Yes.
And that's all okay.
Dude, sparkler light is like the best light to take a photo in.
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a day we can
You
all
look
get together.
gorgeous.
You enjoy your sparklers. We love our mortars. Mm-hmm. And news later, there was an incident with somebody sticking their head over a tube because he thought it was a dud,
Oh,
which is what you should not do.
Right.
Oh, this one doesn't work. Let me see if I got it down there far enough. And it worked. And it shot him in the head.
Oops.
ouch.
Yes, I believe he is in serious and critical condition.
Oh,
But
man.
somebody had written an email earlier over the weekend, and they were pissed at me because I didn't play the clip of Terry. Put in a reverse Terry.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You know this clip?
Yes, you introduced me to Terry.
You know Terry. Terry's got a big old smile on his face. Now, Terry, if you don't know the clip, and it's been around since 2017.
He's in a wheelchair, right?
Terry's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And they're in the middle of the street and lighting off fireworks, and Terry's wheelchair didn't work. Terry's wheelchair wasn't working, and it was one of those boxes going off.
Yeah, he lit him up
Boy.
and then hit his little lever.
Oh, yeah, lever wasn't working.
Dead.
Yeah.
So that's Terry. Terry, real name Terry Davis, is from Memphis.
Okay.
And I got a story about Terry. Because put in reverse, Terry needs a new wheelchair accessible van.
Okay.
So the headline, headline Memphis, Tennessee. Terry Davis, the Tennessee man who became a viral sensation for lighting fireworks while in his wheelchair, is asking for help from the public. Davis, also known as, quote, back up Terry, or, quote, put it in reverse Terry, is in need of a new wheelchair accessible van. According to the GoFundMe page, Davis's wheelchair accessible van is, quote, broken beyond cost of repair, and he needs a new vehicle. I saw this article and I go, didn't I donate to something with Terry last year?
You might.
And I
have.
did,
Okay.
because Terry needed last year a new wheelchair and ramp, and I donated to him.
That's nice.
You know why? Because Terry has been bringing us joy since 2017.
I was going to say, everybody should donate to Terry.
Let's get Terry a van.
Oh, he's got it. Right now, the goal for the van was 70 grand.
Oh, they're past that?
They are past that.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Terry's getting
Wowee.
himself a new van. They raised $77,000 for Terry's van.
That's awesome.
Yeah, last year I
job,
donated to buy him a new wheelchair.
Put that van in reverse, Terry. Oh,
And
Lord.
I think, listen, if you have laughed at Terry,
You owe him.
you owe him.
I agree.
It's the least you could do.
You've shared it. You owe him.
And that's what I
Absolutely.
figured. Like, Terry has brought me joy for now 6 years. 6 years now.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
I hope they put something on the side of the van, though. I hope they put it in reverse, Terry. Oh, Lord, on the side of the van. You gotta.
Oh, Lord. Terry Davis became an instant viral sensation 6 years ago from a YouTube video posted July 5th, 2017, that shows him lighting fireworks on the 4th of July. As the fireworks go off, Davis struggles to get out of the way in his wheelchair. The man recording the video is heard yelling at Davis to get to safety, saying, quote, "Back up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry." That original video has 15 million views. And it's been, it's copied, and I'm sure 100 million views.
Yeah, easily.
Reading the copy's not the same. Like
No.
when you read it out
Quote,
loud.
"Back up, Terry." Quote, "Put it in reverse, Terry."
Tom Brokaw. It was quoted as saying, "Back up, Terry." Quote, "Put it in reverse, Terry."
In a Facebook post on Friday, news personality Winnie Wright said that despite years of effort, Davis does not get a single dollar from any merchandise sold with his name or likeness.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Who does?
Whoever made the T-shirts.
Dang it.
Man.
Man, that's
Terry, get
weird.
your brand, buddy.
Welcome to Hollywood, Terry.
Yeah, but at least he's been able to cash this in a little bit.
Well, he got himself a new
Ramp, he's got
wheelchair,
a van.
and now he's getting himself a new van.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And hopefully the money goes to Terry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see here. The GoFundMe says, "Hello, everyone. Donations needed for Terry, a.k.a. Backup Terry from the viral video on YouTube. Terry's accessible van is broken beyond cost for repair, as many of you know. How difficult it is to get around when transportation is a problem for us normal people. For Terry, it is very difficult. Terry has doctor's appointments, whereas his accessible van is very much needed, including taking him shopping for his personal items. Donations of any amount will be very grateful. If you can't give, share a prayer. That's another way of giving. Yeah. I'll take the cash equivalent.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here at Frank Lita. How much is the car?
Yeah.
Oh, can I pay for that in prayers?
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
Go ahead, sir. It's yours.
Franklita.com.
It's yours. So I'm going to put a down payment, $5,000 in prayers.
Yeah.
It's actually a good idea.
I guess Terry suffered a serious spinal injury 15 years ago. So congratulations to Terry and all of Terry's friends. Terry's getting a new van.
I hope it's a cool one,
Congrats,
too. You
Terry.
know?
Yeah, with some
Congrats,
flames
Terry.
on the side of it.
Yeah.
Congrats, Terry.
Vintage looking one.
That's nice to hear.
Oh, man. I kind of feel like the guy narrating
I think he
deserves a GoFundMe,
He deserves
too.
some credit, too, there.
He sold this thing.
He did.
He deserves a bit of credit there.
Wow.
I hope
should do some
he gets that
broadcasting.
extra $7K. Whatever they went over, they should just kick it over to that guy.
Well, somebody wrote in and said, I guess they watched some kind of video about Terry, and he was depressed. Obviously, suffering a serious spinal injury,
Sure.
wheelchair bound, was depressed, and said the video went viral, and he came out of his depression.
I love that.
I do too, Lern. Love that as well. Yesterday, July 4th, sitting at the breakfast table, light bulb goes off. Oh, man!
You're out of your depression. No.
The hot dog eating contest. The Nathan's famous hot dog eating
Yeah.
contest.
Yep.
It's a July 4th tradition.
A disgusting tradition.
Gross, indeed. But somehow, like I'm drawn to it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just those kind of. It's something you can't learn. It just you have to have a natural talent to eat that much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was on ESPN too. And it was almost canceled yesterday. It was very bad weather there in Brooklyn, New York. They do it at Coney Island, where the original Nathan's building is. Very bad weather. Massive thunderstorms rolled through. I'm on ESPN. They had a scroll, basically, as if it were a rain delay for a baseball game, saying Hot dog contest will resume, 11 o'clock St. Louis time. But Joey Chestnut won again.
Yay.
This guy.
Joey
Hero.
Chestnut easily won the hot dog eating contest for the 16th time. And while his performance, it was solid, it still wasn't as good as years past. He did not set any records, but here's the call.
Gosh.
Joey Chestnut.
62.
That's wild.
62 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
They have a calorie breakdown on those?
Yeah, I'm sure you can look that
Now,
up yourself.
has he won 16
Congrats, bud.
consecutive, or does Kobayashi get in there for a few?
Kobayashi, if you remember the controversy there.
I don't.
Okay, so there is a federation. It's like the International Eating Federation. We actually met the guy that does the announcements. He wears like the old-timey kind of flat-brimmed all the way around hat.
Vote for Kennedy?
Yes.
The old vote for Kennedy
So
straw
he's in
hat.
charge. His name is George. He's in charge of
George.
the International Eating Federation.
Okay.
I think I'm getting the name of it wrong. But in order to do the Nathan's contest, you need to be a part of this organization. And in order to be part of this organization and do that contest, you sign a contract saying you cannot do any unauthorized eating contests.
Oh. Like with your kids at home.
So, let's say...
Like what?
Was Kobayashi doing some
Uh-oh.
back alley Russian roulette eating contests, or what was he doing? Deer
let's
hunter
say,
style?
You're part of the MLB. You're not allowed to go and play for another league.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do any exhibition because you signed a contract with MLB, whatever organization you're with. You only could do those sanctioned events.
Company
Well,
man.
Kobayashi was getting offers to do, hey, come here and, do this eating competition. And he was leaving a lot of money on the table. So he said, no, screw you guys. Screw you guys. I'm out. I'm gonna do my own thing. So I believe it was 2010. You may want to verify this. Kobayashi was banned from the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, which is the most famous of all eating competitions. Well, Kobayashi showed up that day in 2010, July 4th, Coney Island, made his way towards the stage,
Yes.
expecting, okay, he's here. Let's get him up here. Now they arrested him.
Wow.
They arrested him?
You
Arrested
get
him.
out of here.
Dang.
Wow.
So for a while, because remember, Kobayashi was the guy because he was a thin guy. And you go, how did this thin Asian guy eat all these hot dogs?
Right.
Well, so for a while, and I don't know if he does this anymore, he would stage his own kind of thing. So when the Nathan's contest was going on, he would do his own hot dog eating
Set up
contest
shop.
Fun.
simultaneously.
Across the
Watch
street.
I like
this.
it.
And, you'd see the Joey Chestnuts of the world, do their sanctioned eating contest. And he'd be, if you watch on the internet, he'd be doing his own thing.
So he created the LIV, basically.
Yeah.
It was more of a who's coming with me. Nobody came with him.
Ah, poor
That's right.
Kobayashi.
That's right.
So now Kobayashi is lost to the...
Does that taint Joey Chestnut's record?
No, because Joey Chestnut...
If it was a fighting, if it was boxing, and the number one fighter in the world gets banned,
I believe Chestnut beat
super
Kobayashi.
fight never happens. Don't you wear that? Doesn't
I-
that stay on your career
Yeah, but I believe Joey Chestnut beat Kobayashi
every time?
in the early days.
I gotta say, I would rather watch Kobayashi eat more than Joey Chestnut. I mean, at least Kobayashi is like making an attempt to look cool as he's doing this, whereas Joey Chestnut just looks like a regular guy who is just eating way too much. Kobayashi, cool hair,
Wow.
kind of like a different vibe.
Real hater on the everyman.
Just today.
Back in
today.
2007.
2007,
Kobe.
Chestnut. Back in 2007, Chestnut beat Kobayashi head to head at the Nathan's contest.
How much money would they make if they just if Joey was willing to step away and do a one-on-one super fight?
Yeah, they can.
Like at the beginning of
crush that.
UFC 1087 or whatever number they're on. They just get in the octagon and they just house
They get
who
in
can
the
house
bun.
the most hot dogs. That could be a big pay-per-view, man.
The Octobun.
Has Tim Robinson ever done a Joey Chestnut impression? Because he would be perfect for it. From I Think You Should Leave. Like, he looks like
He's had
Joey
some hot
Chestnut.
dog themed sketches. I don't know if he's ever done a straight up.
Like, this picture right here looks like Tim Robinson.
A little bit, yeah.
So the record is 73. Chestnut took down 73 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Last year, bit of controversy. Remember, there was a protester jumped on stage while the contest was going on and grabbed Joey Chestnut.
Protesting what?
Oh man.
Do you remember? What do you do? Like,
I don't know what that was. A climate, something climate.
probably. Or like, people in other countries.
Yeah,
maybe
last
don't
year
want
was
to.
the weirdest year where protesters jumped the shark last year. When I started rubbing cake and throwing soup on like works of art that had nothing to do with
they're
the
still doing
art,
that.
and I'm just like, you guys have
They're
jumped.
very creative and
Don't
smart.
care. Makes me not care about what you're protesting, but actively
Well, that seems
Want
to be
to
a
do
thing.
less.
That seems to be a thing in Europe.
It's so stupid. It's so it's just masturbatory. It's so self-flagellating. It's so self-congratulatory. Like, look what I did.
Well, the thing now in
so
Europe,
crazy.
and they're still doing that, it's like, all right, we pour tomato soup on a work of art and then glue our hand to it
Yeah.
and protest. There's also the people that sit in the middle of the street, which those videos are great.
What do they do? Just stop traffic?
I think it's the stop. I think they're called Stop Oil, and it's a big thing in England. Well, they will be in like yellow ponchos or something like that, and they'll sit in the middle of the street during rush hour, backing up traffic.
Oh, I didn't realize MoDOT was protesting
And
so hard.
people will get out of their cars and then physically move the people.
I love it.
Those videos are great too.
I mean, those are like peaceful protests, though, like where they're not like in
unless you're in
violence.
Yeah, but
hey,
it's
unless you
silly.
called 911 and need an ambulance.
That's true. Hey, the guy who
Yeah.
protested a couple years ago was a animal rights activist who came up and wanted to stop Joey Chestnut from eating.
Oh.
And apparently he got him in a chokehold. Joey Chestnut.
Oh yeah, while eating.
Whoa.
Ironically, the guy eating 67 hot dogs was choking someone else.
Everybody was choking back something, you know what I'm
Man.
saying?
I want to see Michael Jordan do that.
It was Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Somebody run onto the court,
Okay.
grab Michael Jordan, and while Michael Jordan is putting the protester in a chokehold, shoot a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna
gonna happen.
I mean, at least it was tangentially related. That makes me a little happier
Right.
because
Yeah.
they
I think
they
that
were
was
getting
last
wild.
year.
They were getting wild for a while on like I couldn't draw a direct line to the thing they were doing and the thing they were protesting for a long time. I'm just like, this isn't helping. It's making people care less.
Yeah.
Hey, it gets people talking about it, though.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. You know, Joey Chestnut holds 51 different eating records.
I didn't know.
51 different. I
Not
pulled
bad.
some of his more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like he could so he downed 182 chicken wings in 30 minutes to set a record. Wow.
Bone in?
He ate 53 soft tacos in 10 minutes.
Gee.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
boo.
I'm sorry.
man, that must have been painful.
Yeah.
Who likes hard-boiled eggs?
I like one at a time every now and then.
He ate 141 in 8 minutes.
Jeez.
That's the old Cool Hand Luke competition, dude. Good for him.
141 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
Can you
that
imagine
kill
the
you?
pain of your stomach, man?
All I think is,
Just
what's his
dry.
breath like?
His breath sucks and his throat is dry. His throat hole is.
yeah, he burps. You see an egg pop out.
Have you done an eating contest?
Yes.
Okay. Because I always think back when I was dating my husband, he lived in a house full of dudes, and you never knew what you're going to walk into as a girl dating any of these guys. I walk in one night, and they have bought like 12 Long John donuts from a local donut place. They had 2 large, thin crust frozen pizzas on top of each other, and then Tim had a batch of off-brand Cool Whip, the light edition.
Weed, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
I walk into
Talk
the
about a high
kitchen
idea.
and they're going full Joey Chestnut on each other. And they go, who do you think's gonna win? And so I had to put my money on either my soon-to-be husband, who had a total vat of off-brand Cool Whip. Okay, easy enough, you think. JJ, who's putting 2 thin crust pizzas on toppings touching. He has to eat 2 of those. And then Nate, who had bought a dozen Long John.
How high were they?
They weren't high. Like, they were completely sober. And
I don't believe you for a second. Yeah,
what
nobody
they're doing.
does that. Not high.
Hey, guys, let's have a sober party. What should we do? Yeah, right, dude.
Who do you think won?
That ain't happening at a church lock-in.
Tim?
That's happening.
No. He had diarrhea all night, though.
Oh,
Cool Whip?
Nice.
Cool Whip.
Strengthen yourself
Gives
up,
you the
Tim.
cloud poops.
Well, it's the light one you said, right?
It was the light. It was
Yeah, they always
disgusting. It was
put weird
thick,
stuff in those. So it
extra
was,
thick.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It was the Long John. Nate.
Jake says, and that's when
Dang.
Tim proposed.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I watched my brother one time come in stoned. And my brother he could win an eating contest. He's like 6'5". I've never seen anybody house food like this dude. And I watched him cook a pizza, like a tombstone, full pizza. And then he took a family-sized bag of Cool Ranch Doritos and put it on the pizza. And he folded it like a taco, crunched up all the chips, ate it, all of it, never put it down. Went in there and made a whole 40-count bag of Totino's pizza rolls
Jeez.
in the microwave.
That's a warrior.
Ate those 2.
has
I'm talking in like 15 minutes, and I was like, holy Moses, dude. I would
How high are
throw
you?
up.
Yeah, this is a career, man. He can
Drinking
make a living
Mountain
out of that.
Dew, like,
I watched on ESPN years ago was I think The Science of Sports, and they show what happens to a stomach when you consume that much food. It literally moves your organs out of the way.
really?
Jeez.
Like that beside liver?
It shifts your organs to make room for all the food in your stomach because your stomach
Yeah.
get huge. All I'm thinking when Joey Chestnut eats those hot dogs is his breath and like the burps.
I go straight to what do the bowel movements? How many over a period of time? Like, how long does it take his body to flush out all those hot dogs?
I don't know. The man is talented. He once ate 118 jalapeno poppers in 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
Why?
Think about that exit strategy. Holy moly, that's got to burn.
He once, for a record, ate 9 pounds, 6 ounces of smoked pulled pork in 10 minutes. The Horseshoe, Springfield, Illinois' Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He holds the record. So maybe the Horseshoe is open face, typically, Texas toast, hamburger patty, French fries, cheese sauce. He ate a 6-pound, 5-ounce one in 12 minutes. He holds the record for Twinkies in 6 minutes, 121 Twinkies in 6 minutes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Who doesn't love an ice cream sandwich?
How many do you do?
25 and a half of them in 6 minutes.
Oh, weak.
Oh, you think you could take one of these down?
Just comparatively to his other records, but I bet his head hurt a lot.
Oh, yeah. That must be a little
That's
different.
a different thing. That's a lot of cream, too, man.
That's a lot of dairy. That's a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Grilled cheese, 47 grilled cheese in 10 minutes. Poutine. Who doesn't love poutine?
Yeah.
French fries, gravy, cheese curds.
A lot of poutine after.
He ate 28 pounds of poutine in 10 minutes.
Whoa. How much?
Golly.
28 pounds.
God,
28 pounds.
his body should be
What the
studied.
heck?
Like, his cholesterol should be studied. What will he, like,
I don't know
perish
how
from?
much he weighs.
He's not a huge
No.
guy.
No, he's a normal looking
He looks like your
white
uncle.
dude. Yeah.
He just looks like your uncle that probably comes over with all the fireworks in his van, ready to party.
I mean, imagine going into an event.
You think it has
weighing
long-term effects? Like, does he have to train for this? So is he eating bad all the time to train his body for this?
I think these are probably like, I'm going to eat bad and then probably eat healthy.
Yeah, well, it says he trains by fasting and then stretching his stomach with milk, water, and protein supplements.
You say milk water?
Milk and water.
Sorry,
Milk and water.
So he'll drink a massive quantity of milk or water to stretch his stomach out so he's ready. But imagine going into an event weighing 172 pounds and leaving weighing 200 pounds.
Yeah, no. like essentially what he's doing, like, as you were talking about how his organs are moving around, like women who have had babies, like that's what your body does when you expand to like have a baby in there, right? So like he's essentially getting knocked up and like birthing a he's like doing
A
it
big
in one
baby,
day.
28 pounds?
Yeah.
Right, man.
Jalapeno popper, baby.
That's quite
Almost 3 babies.
That's sextuplets.
He's having 3 babies. Shrimp cocktail, huh?
No.
18 and a half pounds of shrimp cocktail in 8 minutes.
That's a smelly breath, man. That's gross
good.
as hell.
Gosh.
Oh, for Thanksgiving, he polished off a 10-pound turkey in 10 minutes by himself.
We've all done that.
Eggo waffles. Eggo
Love 'em.
waffles.
Can't get enough of them.
Eggo waffles. 81 in 8 minutes.
Oh, man.
Dry? Wonder if he dried them.
I hope there's butter on
I don't know.
Yeah, he had to butter each one.
You know what?
sir.
I bet you got a dip. I bet you he'll dip.
the water.
Into
I bet
water.
you he'll dip water.
Yeah.
I bet you he'll dip. Dip.
You dip, I dip,
Yeah.
you dip.
That's what I meant to say. Dip.
Put that waffle on your lips. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
So congratulations, Joey Chestnut.
Joey.
American hero.
American hero, indeed, will go down as one of the greatest athletes in American history.
Right on.
Wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Yeah.
A hero.
There's only a few deaths for that guy where he's not getting an I told you so. Do you know what I mean? Just from the nature of his life. If anything cardiac related, everybody's going to be like, well, what'd you expect?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's only a few deaths where they'll be like, huh? Well, didn't see that coming.
Nope.
Well, I mean,
Hang gliding.
when you're a NASCAR racer, there's inherent risk for of driving
Yes.
200 miles an hour. You know, when you strap yourself into that car, you know you're going to be going real fast, and there's a chance that you could slam into a wall and get seriously injured.
It's true.
Yeah.
When you're a football player, there's a chance that you could get spinal injury, head trauma.
That's why Norm Macdonald had an incredible joke about for Steve Irwin, like his at 44 is a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
He's like he lived a good long life for a crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also had that bit where he says
He goes on to talk
the
about
crocodiles had to be like, oh, who got him, Larry? A stingray? Oh, we're never going to live this down.
a
What do
With
you
all
think?
that, the crocodile didn't get him.
What do you think Joey Chestnut's net worth is?
20 million?
Hot dogs.
Really?
I don't know. How much does he get paid at
I
one of
mean,
these events?
probably
Yeah, I
the
guess you
greatest
are.
competitive eater of all time.
7 million hot dogs.
And you get his belt and his elastic pants.
He has to
that
pay
line.
for everything in francs.
He's worth about $4 million.
Oh.
Wow.
That was close.
Worth it.
Yeah, $4 million. He's got. Listen, he's got his thing.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, what's your talent? What do you like? He's known for down and dogs. Like, what do you? I mean,
I talk on the radio.
I'm
every
not
day.
talking about this as your career. What is like your thing that you can do?
Competitive side.
That if
I have no thing.
This is his thing.
This is my thing.
What's your talent? Just got
So if you were to go to
live
Joey
on the
Chestnut
air.
going, what's your talent? He goes, well, I just ate 73 hot dogs in 10 minutes. You go, no, that's your job. What's your talent? What?
no, I'm saying like if you could compete, like what? I mean, yeah, I guess we have the Missouri Broadcasters Association, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Like, could you play a sport really well? Can you argue really effectively? Spelling? What is it? Like,
I'm really not good at much.
me too.
I don't
He
know.
can,
I
he
don't.
can maintain anger
Yeah. Yeah, on a consistent basis.
for a long time.
Yeah.
I think he'd be good on a school board or something like that. Angry a lot.
No, because if you're going to be a politician or somebody who debates or even a lawyer, you need to know when you have to calm down.
Oh, you can't.
Like,
just
you need
keep
to
it
have some
rolling.
kind of
Okay.
self-control where
I feel,
So
where
like
you
tour
could
manager.
shut it off.
I actually do feel like your talent is useless information. Like game show. You do good
Yeah,
on a
no,
game
I'm
show.
good.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. I'm good. I'm trivia. I'm
You're
pretty
good
decent
at trivia, especially like music related stuff. Like if you did that Shazam game that I watched for 14 seconds before I had to turn it off last night. Have you seen it?
I was on it.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys did do that.
Did you
waiting
win?
for it.
How did I
Waiting for it.
blank that out from my memory? How'd you guys
Oh,
do
that
on
game.
That, by the
Oh,
way?
yeah, that game that I was on.
You know, you're
Joey
good at that game
Chestnut.
you were on.
Yeah, won $14,000. That's how good we were.
That's your
Wow.
talent, dude.
Isn't that amazing?
That
I
is
kind of
amazing.
forgot you did that, man.
He's a TV
cool.
star.
How was it? Fun?
I wouldn't do it again.
No?
Nah.
I was watching Deal or No Deal at the nail salon the other day, and I had never really watched that show before.
Well, anyone could be good at that game.
Well, I would love to be on that game.
Yeah. You just point at a briefcase.
Hot girl, number 9, open it.
And maybe this is all like a show business thing, but I don't know. They treat you.
What were the behind the scenes like? That's what I want to know.
They treat you basically like not really human.
Oh, no.
Like you're a part of the show, and they'll treat you whatever way they want to treat you.
You're basically a nuisance almost.
And they'll go, oh, if you don't like it, well,
Yeah.
you could go. There's somebody else that will have a chance to win $1 million then. They
That's
flew us out there.
frustrating.
It was Tony and myself. We flew out there. They were shooting on a Thursday, I believe. They told us like on a Monday that we were going to fly out. Like we made it. It was like a 6-month audition.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we had-
really?
we had to go through like practice games and perform in front of producers. And the thing that was really eye-opening to me was, when they go in between rounds and they go, let's get to know the contestants.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all those questions and answers are predetermined.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like they leave nothing a chance.
Which I get. I get that.
I get that too. And they don't want boring answers.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Scott, what are you gonna do with the money if you win $1 million?
I'm going to go on a vacation.
Nah, we want something better.
Oh, I'm going to buy a hot dog stand for competitions.
Okay.
They don't want like I'm gonna pay off my bills or they want it more elaborate.
Buy my mom a house.
And I don't want that.
What do they want? I'm going to open up a school for kids.
I'm gonna go-
that don't have a school.
Go to Vegas and put it all in black. See what happens.
They want show busy answers. They don't want cliched answers.
I'm getting Botox and a boob job.
So they put us up in a hotel. So we found out Monday we're flying out Wednesday. Put us up in a hotel for one night. The van was going to come at 6 o'clock in the morning in L.A. And they were going to take us to the TV studio.
Okay.
So we go down.
Did they whisper it
Out
to
of
you
the
like
hotel.
that?
Yeah. Trying to be dramatic.
We're going to take
Rafe.
you. Okay.
What's my talent? Telling a story.
Here we go.
Good. You're doing good.
Oh, thanks. Cool. Thanks. You got my
You're
got my
doing
back?
great,
All
man.
right. High five.
I'm trying
Thanks,
to-
Rafe.
This whole conversation stemmed from me talking about your talent.
That's right.
Thanks, Rafe. So they bring us up to the TV studio. They sit us in a room, a big, long table. First thing you do is talk to lawyers.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And they bring it to like this horseshoe-shaped table, and they're going to film 2 episodes that day. Now, in each episode, there are 3 teams. Okay, so 2 episodes, how many teams should there be?
3 times 2. Is that what you said?
Yes.
6.
6. But in the room, there are 7.
Oh,
There are 7 teams.
what's up with that other team?
They're an alternate, but nobody knows who the alternate is.
Gosh,
course.
that's cool.
So how wild is that? So they tell you you're going to be on the show. You don't know which show you're going to be on, the first one or the second one. Mm-hmm. And there's a chance you could get cut while you're there.
Brutal.
So they first make you sign papers like, you can't disclose anything, before the show airs. If the show doesn't air and you win money, if the show doesn't air, we don't got to pay you.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, Lern.
So let's say you're up there and you're going to be on the show and they're filming and you get hit with the bubble guts. Did you feel comfortable like you could go to the bath? Like you go, actually, can we pause for a
No.
second? Because that's all I think about is people getting nervous and like what
Yeah.
happens. Back to you.
No.
All right.
I also wish they'd screen the Jeopardy people for their answers, to go back to your earlier. I feel like that's the most cringeworthy TV ever. Is
Well, maybe
the
they don't for
interview
that
of-
show.
I think Jeopardy, they don't do it.
Maybe they don't
because
for that
those
show.
answers are always terrible.
So we get to the TV studio at, they pick us up at 6. We're there at 7 with the lawyers by 7:30, sign our lives away. And they go, okay, we're going to bring you to another room. It's a big, long room. There's catering for you guys, coffee and
Oh, that's nice.
and food for breakfast. So we're going to set the studio up, and we're going to pick the first 3 teams for the first show. But we're not going to tell you who. You still don't know who's going to get picked. And, oh, by the way, we need your cell phones and all your luggage. So they took our cell phones.
What were you guys doing the whole time? Just talking?
Hanging
to
out.
people? All right.
Hanging out. And they
Hanging
said,
out with
hey,
movie stars.
we're going to determine who's going to be on the show by who has and maintains an energy level we deem appropriate throughout the entire process of you staying in this room. And there are possibly cameras in this room. Producers are going to be walking in and out. So you got to maintain.
Yep.
I love they make
You got to
do that.
maintain that energy level. Oh, if you don't like it, you could walk.
That is funny they do that. But the host of that show, you know, he's sitting at the green room at the last second, probably not talking to anybody.
Well, the host is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
This is like Jury Duty, the show that we all just loved, only not recorded and on Hulu or whatever.
So we get to, we're talking to the other contestants. Hey, I'm from Boston. I'm from, Portland. I'm from Dallas, Oh, we're from St. Louis. Yeah.
Are you guys kind of playing it up because you know you're on camera possibly?
Yeah, just trying to smile the entire time.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm saying to myself, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like, is this worth it?
Right.
But, you have a chance to win $1 million.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're pretty good at this. Like, we made it this far, and it's something, like, we tried out on our own. Like, we contacted the show people on our own to get on.
At any point, did you or Tony do like a talking to the producer, like you guys were crying, you're like, we want this so bad, like we've worked so hard to get here. Like, did you have any of that? Okay.
No. And you don't get to really talk to the producers because they just keep coming in and out, checking. Checking
You
on
still
you.
smiling?
Still smiling. And, it was a struggle.
Sure.
So 7:30, we put in the room, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. They want to start filming the first show. They start pulling people out. Dallas, let's go. Hair and makeup. Never seen them again. Milwaukee, hair and makeup.
Uh-oh.
Never see him again.
Got down to the wire with you guys?
And then
Last team?
a third team for the first show, out. Never see him again. So we can now hear, because we're above the studio, so we can now hear the studio audience filing in. So we hear murmur, but faintly. And now the 3 teams that are competing in the first episode are in hair and makeup and wardrobe. They go down. And they start the show now. There's only 4 teams left. 4 teams. 4 teams left in the room. Only 3 will make it onto the show.
What are the other teams' demographics? Like, are they 2 girls? Is it a guy and a girl? Is it old people? Like, do you remember?
Fairly young.
Okay, so everybody was kind of leveled out, like same age range, maybe.
Well, and we were trying to figure out what if we were themed. So it was 2 radio DJs from Portland, 2 club DJs from Boston, us from St. Louis, and there was 2 radio personalities from Dallas. So obviously it was going to be a DJ-themed second show.
Got it.
But again, 4 teams left, only 3 spots.
Yep.
That club DJ's out.
That first episode they had shot, it was the first episode of the season. So there were starts and stops, and it was an hour show. It took 3 hours to film that show. Now it's about 3 o'clock, if my timing adds up right. We had been there since 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Still in the room, still smiling.
Terrifying.
Terrified. They had technical difficulties at the first show. Now they get done with the first show. Now it's time for the second show. Who's gonna go? Portland, hair and makeup, go. Now there's 3 teams left. 2 spots.
Oh, man.
Boston,
Dang it.
get your stuff. Hair and makeup, let's go. 2 teams left, 1 spot. They finally called St. Louis.
Who was
St.
left?
Louis.
Milwaukee?
I think it was Dallas.
What?
They were so pissed off. I just remember their faces.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been, and they sent him home.
Right.
Jeez.
Right to the airport.
Get out.
Really?
Right to the airport.
What?
You're gone.
Gone.
What they kind of makeup
Out.
they put on you guys? You did like some blush.
Well, first, they put us in wardrobe.
They dressed you?
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
What did they
So
put
if you
in?
watch the show, I'm wearing like a tucked in like hunter green shirt.
What?
They,
wear Mark
they
Summers'
curled
old
up my
outfit.
hair.
Yeah, someone emailed in and said it looked like you had a fresh perm.
Yeah.
When I watched it.
Oh, you had no choice. Like you had no choice.
That's wild, man.
Another thing was they glued your pocket shut,
So you can put your hands in
so
there?
you couldn't put your hands in your pockets.
Oh, that's bizarre.
You couldn't put your hands in your pockets.
Weird.
They dyed Tony's beard blue.
They dyed Tony's hair beard
Oh my
blue.
God, you look absurd.
Wait, they did that?
Oh yeah, they did that.
Why?
They wanted to do it. They wanted that to be his thing.
Your hair is so curly.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
they
be
curled it up.
furious, dude.
But again, you have a chance to win $1 million.
Man, I mean, I would just be furious if I don't know. That'd be a tough one.
Your shirt is way too big.
Show me that again. You kind of do look like a hot dad, though. Your hair does look good, man.
Your hair looks good. Your face looks good. Your shirt is way too
It's
big.
too
You're
big.
swimming in it.
Okay, so then I said, I'm sweating. And they go, okay, here's a little tip,
There's some Botox.
Put some paper towels under your arms.
Oh, great.
Put some paper towels under your arms so when you're out there, nobody could see. You're not going to sweat through your shirt because I'm wearing a green shirt. And obviously, if I sweat through my shirt, you could see it.
Yeah, it's like olive, brown, green.
So we're ready to go. We're mic'd up. We have our own little producers now, and they tell us, hey, he's going to come ask you these questions. Make sure you remember your answers. And Jamie Foxx was the host because, of course, we got to hang out with him, right? No.
Yeah.
No, we got to see him on the
Dang.
set. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
it.
still cool, though. You got to be that close to him.
Kind of. It would have been cooler if you got
You
to hang
talk
out.
to him.
So there's a new crowd in there. They're ready to introduce the show. It took Jamie Foxx 15 takes to get the intro right. And by the time he got done doing it, they kept having a reset. The crowd was pissed off.
Sure.
They were bored out of their mind. And they said, all right, we're going to introduce the teams one by one. It's Jamie Foxx's daughter who's going to do the introductions. So she's going to say your name, and you're going to dance out there. You're going to dance out there, and you're going to show energy, and you're ready to play Beat Shazam. So they call the first team out, and we're the second team they call out. And I'm dancing out there. I put my hands up. My shirt goes up, and the paper towels fall out of my shirt.
They're like, his pecs just
Did
fell
they
out.
have to redo it?
So if you watch the show,
Yeah.
the first round, my shirt's untucked because it came untucked. After the second round, we had to reshoot the beginning of me coming in. We had to reshoot the beginning of us coming in because I messed the take up.
With
Oh,
that,
you had to redo your intro after
We had
the
to
game had
redo the
started?
intro after the game had started
because of the paper
because the
towels.
paper towels came out.
These people are all radio people. I'm looking at all the contestants with you as well. And
The team from Boston's they're like club DJs.
Oh, okay. Because these guys look like they are 7 feet tall. You and Tony look normal height as well. The ladies look itty bitty, but these other two dudes look like gargantuan. Like they are.
Yeah, they were very nice.
Were they? All right.
Very nice. So the thing with the game is only the top 2 teams get money. Like, so if you're the third place team, you're out. You get nothing. You go home empty-handed. So after round number 1, Tony and I had no money. And they eliminate the team after the second round.
Dang.
You were
So-
out?
No. First round, 0 money, and they cut to commercial, and when they go to the commercial break, you have a little team come out, and they touch up your makeup, and they have like bottles with the straws
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because we have our
You got
faces are caked
lipstick
in
on.
makeup,
Yeah.
caked like it. So much makeup on your face, it hurts. Like it hurts. And they come out with the water bottle with the straw on it, so you take sips.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, dummies, you're hitting your hands are too far away from the buzzer. That's why you're not.
Hitting it.
That's why you're not getting in on the answers. Your hands, dopes, are too far away." They didn't use the word dope. I added that myself.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Second round, I believe, was the one-hit wonders round. Now, if you beat Shazam, is they play you a clip of a song, and you got to figure out what the song is before everybody else. So it's a name that tune kind of thing.
Yeah.
one-hit wonders, and boom, man, we're on the board. And we start rolling. Boom. Rolling. Now we're in the money. Now we're ahead of Boston. Boston, after round 2, eliminated, get out. Team St. Louis, going to get some money. Then the third round was only one of us can compete. So they tell us the category, and it was Kelly Clarkson. I'm like, oh, my God.
Here we go.
I know nothing. Tony, this is all you.
Yeah.
Tony, who knew he was a Kelly Clarkson enthusiast? Crushed it. Going into the final round, we're in the lead. We are in the lead. Now, if you win round 4, you get a chance for the $1 million.
Yes.
You get a chance for the final to beat Shazam.
Uh-oh.
Commercial break. They're there with the hair and makeup and making my curls looking good, making sure the makeup's great with the little water straws. Take a little sip of water. And I turned to Tony. I said, dude, we are rolling here. Like, we are good. We're far enough ahead. Where if we get a couple right in this last round, we're going to be good. We have a chance to win $1 million.
Yes.
As long as it's not R&B.
Oh, no.
As long as the category is not R&B, dude, we are good. Come back to commercial. Come back from commercial. Show starts. Jamie Foxx says, all right, St. Louis and Portland. Final category is R&B. Damn it.
You had your mic on, right? So the producer's sitting there like, he just said he doesn't know R&B.
Oh,
Roll the
man,
R&B.
R&B. And the first one was, I remember they played the song. I buzzed in. It was Boys to Men's Motown Philly.
Great song.
Boom. Team St. Louis got it in 0.8 seconds.
Love it.
Team Portland got it in 0.6 seconds. Team Portland gets it. We got nothing else correct. That was it. Swept Portland to the finals.
Well,
That's
Portland
a
to the
bummer.
finals. I think we wound up with like $28,000, and they give the team half of that, $14,000 for Tony and I to split. As soon as you're done, they take you off the stage and you go behind a curtain. You wait for the other team to win, to finish up. They wound up winning $200,000.
Whoa.
And then after the show's done, they whisk you back up to the conference room where there's more paperwork and more lawyers.
Did they cut you a check that day or
No.
wait for it?
why
No,
did they
'cause
take
remember-
half?
Remember, because that's what they do.
Taxes?
No, that's like you get half of what you want. That's the game.
Interesting.
That's so weird.
You get half of
So
what
you really had a chance to win $500,000.
Yeah.
No. If you make it to the finals, you have a chance to win $1 million. The second place
Free and
team,
clear.
The second place team gets half of what they banked.
All right.
Okay.
That's just the rules for the game. Now, minus California taxes, of course, they don't tell you that. But when you go upstairs, and you sign papers. We split $7,000. They asked if we want lump sum or annuity. Give me the lump sum. The poor women
An annuity.
from Portland who won the $250,000. They asked him, "Hey, do you want this lump sum or do you want an annuity?" And the woman goes, "My husband's a tax attorney. Can I call him?" They go, "Nope.
Oh.
You need to tell us right now.
She should have had that figured out before.
Right now. You need to tell us
Probably didn't know it was going to be an option.
Yeah.
That's wild.
right now." So we sign our paperwork. They give us our phones, our luggage back, and take us. Now, by this time, it's 11 o'clock.
In the evening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take us right to the airport. Not back to the hotel. Right back to the
Not
airport.
springing
Get the
for another
hell out
night in
of
the
here.
hotel.
Right back to the airport. Didn't even have a chance to wash my face. Still had
You're
makeup.
looking great.
Still had makeup. They put us on a red eye to Chicago.
Hey, but this guy not looking like a red eye flight. You looked great, I bet.
Yeah, you look
Bronzer.
fresh.
Tony had a blue beard.
With
They
paper.
make you take the clothes off.
I just
Yes.
wish I could have seen you at the
We're
airport.
going
when
to
they-
take that shirt back.
when they
I
had
believe
you
those
raise
were
your
my
hands.
pants.
I wish I could have seen you at the airport when they had you raise your hand in that little machine and all the paper.
Oh, the
just
paper
falls
came
out.
out?
Yeah.
No, I believe the pants were mine. The shirt was theirs. I had to give the shirt back.
I shared a
Man.
photo on our Instagram if ever anybody wants to see what you looked like.
So they took us right back, red eye to Chicago. Didn't even fly us direct. We got home in time for me to meet the kids at the bus stop for them going to school.
Caked
Dad,
in makeup.
Why do you have mascara on, Dad?
There was so much makeup on
Caked
my face.
in
it
makeup
hurt.
and a wife beater because they took your shirt. Your
Like-
kids are like, all your kids' friends saw you like doing the walk of shame into the house, holding your suitcase with the perm.
Well, did you win $14,000? We couldn't even tell people on the radio we were on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't allowed to contractually until they aired. I think it was a commercial that just showed like a split second of us,
Snippet.
like a little, hey, they're going to be on the show. But the thing was, they were supposed to air. So our episode is supposed to air at a certain time. And Demi Lovato was on the show before us. She wound up on the air schedule. Mm-hmm. Her show, she was guesting, was the show before us. She wound up overdosing. And they pushed all the shows back. And there was a chance they weren't going to air our show. And our show wound up being the season finale of season 2.
That's so cool.
But remember, if they didn't air the show,
You don't get paid.
I don't get paid.
Right.
And when the show airs, they have 90 days to pay us.
Were you promoting?
Day 89.
So
was when our-
technically, you could win $1 million. And if they just said, we decided not to air it, they don't have to pay you?
Nope.
And you signed them.
That's
You signed them.
Unbelievable.
How mad I would be.
That's
And
a
that first
scam.
show, the first show that they shot that day, they won $1 million.
Wow.
So that first show, because we went downstairs to shoot our show, and there was confetti all over the floor. And I asked one of the PAs, I'm like, what's the confetti? Oh, well, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but one of the teams won $1 million from the show before. I go, oh, man. So
This could happen.
Pretty easy.
yeah, the people that we were hanging with, somebody won they won $1 million, huh?
Meant they were going to make sure you guys did not win $1 million. They weren't trying to give away back-to-back millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
like-
first 2 shows they shot.
They probably were listening when you said, well, I don't hope it's not R&B.
Yeah.
It's going to be R&B.
R&B,
Had to
damn it.
have been.
Oh, man.
Did you promote? So, like, you guys weren't allowed to talk about the show, but, like, did you tell your audience, like, that week, like, hey, we're going to be on
Yes,
the finale?
once they gave us permission to.
Gotcha.
The magic of television is wild.
And then Fox 2 were like, oh, a team from St. Louis is going to be on, tonight's
Exciting.
Beat Shazam.
That's fun.
Well,
I did it.
you did it.
And I could cross that off the list as far as things that I've done and I don't need to do again.
We did Price is Right, and it was similar. One of our friends got it. They vet you. You go through the line. It's an all-day thing. They literally make you get on camera on a green screen in front of like a fake wheel and show us your energy. Show us your energy. Come on, it's bigger. The bigger, the better. And you got to stay hyped all day.
Yeah.
In line. You got to be jumping around like you did bath salts all day long. You just got to be out of your mind, pixie dust high all day. And it was us. We had a big group and some pickleball ladies, some old pickleball ladies. And I'm like, these ladies had a lot of personality. Old, sassy pickleball ladies, all in matching visors. I'm like, one of these broads is getting on for sure. We had me. I had my always bet on a vet shirt on. So I'm like, all right. We had a firefighter and we had a nanny for special needs children in our group. And I'm like, one of us is getting on.
Yeah.
One of us is getting on. Because we were playing to our strengths. And also it was a group of comics. It was comedians. So we were cutting it up. We had the producers rolling, laughing. Got in the studio. Drew Carey appeared. It was like Earth Day episode. You go in and they were shooting like 5 episodes in one day, man. They had it down to a science, dude. The way the Price is Right. Stuff moving around, cars appearing out of nowhere. It's way smaller than you think it is in there. We're jumping around. They finally, last Showcase Showdown, they called my friend Kate. They called the special needs nanny. And I was like, she edged us out.
Yeah.
She edged out the veteran and the firefighter. And honestly.
I'm sorry, but special needs
Oh, yeah.
special needs teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
she was.
That's a good
She took some
Trump.
liberties. She was taking some liberties. But that's fine. And plus she's just like, she is like, got way better energy than me. Like if we're looking for like a face that's exudes energy and excitement.
Yeah.
It's not my face.
Yeah.
I was trying hard, but it starts to feel unnatural at some point because you were talking about how you had to stay pumped
Yeah,
all
to
day.
stay pumped and positive.
I started to feel like I was like a demonic smile. You know what I mean? Like there's a point where a smile doesn't look right on my face anymore where I'm like,
You're trying to force it.
yeah, let's get it. It's like, no, you look insane, dude.
By the evening, delirium had set in, and you're trying to force a smile, and I can't do this anymore.
I started to look like the clowns on my exploder canister.
Yeah.
With like sharp teeth. It just started to feel unnatural. And I'm like, they're probably not going to pick me up based on that. But she got up there. She way underbid an outdoor television. Despite all of our cries.
And didn't get in.
Didn't get in the showcase showdown.
Well,
dashed our dreams because it was the last thing. It was the last game.
Somebody brought up a interesting, kind of thing we could do. How much would it be? And maybe it's time to inquire for Joey Chestnut to come out.
Yeah.
If we have an event.
I was thinking about it the whole
and
time.
See how many pork steaks he could put down.
I'd like to know.
I don't look up somebody if Joey Chestnut holds a pork steak eating record.
And how much does he cost to get in town?
I bet you a lot of money.
Yes.
I know we were trying to do you remember years ago when we were at Emmis, they did a guys event over at Chaffetz?
No.
It was just supposed to be like a guy event where they'd be like fishing and hunting and, eating and bourbon, and it was a big thing.
Like this was like a conference or something? Or like
it was
just
thing
a big
that the
event?
company put on.
Oh, Emmis put on?
Emmis put on.
No.
And they were trying to get the Man versus Food guy down there. Adam Richmond was the guy's name. He was the original Man versus Food guy. The guy that would go around and eat for the Food Network, and he'd go do the different challenges.
I was just watching, he has a new show, or it's newer, where he does Adam Eats the 80s. And he would go back and he went to an old Domino's location and tried to eat something from 1985.
Well, I remember the price was, okay, hey, if you want to get Adam Richmond to your event, it's like $3,000. If you want him to eat anything, it's like $15,000.
Jeez.
I got some good news. Anywhere from $5 to $10,000
to get Joey Chestnut.
Yeah,
I think that's doable.
Yeah.
Get a sponsor.
I think that's doable.
So, and someone else said if we end up landing this Taco John's, what a grand opening that would be.
What a grand opening it would be.
Yeah.
Seeing how many potato oles Joey Chestnut, how many pounds of potato oles can Joey Chestnut house?
Take down.
Yeah.
The greatest eater of our generation, of all time.
You could put those oles in like a little, one of the marshmallow guns.
Shoot him into his mouth.
Yeah, just put like a mini gun with those things. Like the guy from Predator, just shooting potato oles into Joey Chestnut's mouth. What a grand opening that
Yes.
would be.
Yeah, I'm down.
Indeed. We have to take a break, guys. It's already 7:18. But first, Team Riz Remember the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Riz. Visit hotshotscent.com/Team Riz. From Breckenridge Hills, Missouri, Robert Meyer is our team. Robert starts each of his weekday mornings with the Riz Show. He loves the constant banter from the host and Mrs. Jeff's genuine remarks very much. Loves Freak of the Week. She'll be coming up tomorrow. And he says, the Riz Show makes my mornings go by very smooth. Well, thank you, Robert. Robert Meyer from Breckenridge Hills is our Team Riz Remember the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and Lern has your crap on celebrities. It is 7:18. Wednesday, first look at the traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Still tons of racing left in 2023, like IndyCar returning August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets at www.raceway.com. EMS responding to an overturned vehicle crash reported on westbound 370, just west of 270. Your weather today, we are going to get up to 90. 68 will be the overnight low. Some rain expected as well. Pretty cloudy out there. 73 degrees right now. And your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, what do you got for us?
All right, so which famous people could you possibly see at the next Taylor Swift show? Corey Taylor is ready to retire. AB's bringing out the big guns. And we tear apart a list of the funniest movies of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. Scott, we got to get rid of that. He's a fifth-timer.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
That's got to go. That's got to go.
He's still part of the four-timers club, but
That's true.
he's
a
also
fifth-timer.
part of the fifth-timer. I'll edit that.
Yeah, get that out of there.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, rizshow at 1057thepoint.com. What are we coming up? We'll give away some prizes. We got crap on celebrities, porno birthday. Moon's out today. He'll be back tomorrow. Everything's all good. Don't worry. It's a planned day off. He'll be back tomorrow. And by the way, I got to say a big congratulations to our buddy Donnie Fandango for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of St. Louis for Donnie Fandango's final 28-hour radiothon. He raised over $91,000.
Absolutely incredible.
And thanks to all the Riz Show listeners for stepping up and digging deep and donating. Had a great time on Friday doing the radiothon with him. I always have fun. But this year was special because it was Donnie's last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say the radiothon's going away. It's gonna be back next year and just a new
evolve.
A new, maybe we'll help out. Maybe we'll all do a couple hours. I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. We just got done with this one.
It was really sweet. I hung out with him till about noon on Friday. Just
very nice of you.
Here, trying to keep him awake. Jamie Rivers popped by. Everybody that worked here was coming in here and just being like, hey, can I get this song played? And donating. And he was just overwhelmed with gratitude. You could just tell. And it was so cool. Yeah. But congratulations, Donnie. Job well done, my friend.
Yeah.
And just over $500,000. Well, probably over $600,000, with when all is said and done. Total. Right. For Donnie raising for that wonderful charity.
Absolutely amazing.
So congrats, Donnie. And thanks again for
he crushed it.
For donating.
That was worth it.
Crushed
the 28 hours, man.
Crushed it.
I listened all the way on my way to Nashville, and I just hit that point where it was fuzzing out on me, where the point was fuzzing out right when he announced 93K. I felt like the universe,
it was 93 was the total?
I think it was 93 all in, right?
Yeah, something like that.
93?
I don't know, but I feel like the universe let the airwaves hang on just until I got over the hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool.
That's awesome. Job well done, Donnie. Rest. Rest, my friend. Rest.
Your watch has ended.
Yes.
For now.
Go to sleep, Donnie.
His watch has ended.
Uh-huh. Hey, real quick, before we get to crap on celebrities. So, we're out on Saturday night. My son and I, after we went to the baseball game on Saturday, and man, it's hot. It was hot. That early, because it wound up being a doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah.
My son and I had tickets for the first game. Hot. Woo! Man, it was a scorcher.
Wet?
Well, in between, in the middle of the seventh inning, the seventh inning stretch, and then you see the grounds crew run onto the field with the tarp and over looking west out of the stadium. You go, oh boy, something's coming. And they cleared everybody out of there. Like they cleared the whole stadium out because it got wicked real quick.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Started turning ugly colors up.
Ugly. So I didn't know when they were restarted. By that, it was like 11-1, 11-2 at that point. The Cardinals were going to win. So I was like, let's hit the dusty trail. No need to stay. I think they wound up continuing the game like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Anyway, so my boy and I went to go grab a quick bite to eat before we went home, and noticed a couple at the restaurant where we're at, and they were sitting on the same side of the booth. Yeah, we've all seen that before.
This is a European thing. You're talking
Pepe
about
Le Pew.
You talking couples sitting on the same side of the booth.
Like same side of the booth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm asking, do you, Tim, and Tim do that?
No, but we had this conversation not too long ago where...
Wait, hang on.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Oh, man, you were almost off the show.
I'm not above doing it, though.
There we go. I was like, that was not a hard no. That was a very trepidatious no.
I would love to snuggle into him while we enjoy our coffees at Caldi's or something. Like, I'm not above it, but he never wants, he's never been like, hey, babe, come on over to this side of the bench. He's always like, stay over there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we don't have to do everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't have to be in contact with each other every second of the day. I don't know.
You need to watch more
I'm around
Hallmark.
you fools more than my husband. I see Tim for 3 hours a day now. So I'm up in his stuff the minute he gets home. You people, I'm around.
For conversation
Up
wise,
in his stuff.
You know what I'm talking about.
for conversation, if you're on a date with your significant other,
Yeah.
Dude.
God, Rafe,
Necking.
I don't even
Necking.
I got mad because we were meeting somebody for lunch or dinner or something, and we got there first.
yeah, and then you got to sit on the same.
And sometimes I'm like, can you sit over there till they get here? Like, I don't want people thinking we're that couple. Because then, like, somebody was like super late, and I'm like, dude, we've been sitting here for like a half hour. We got an app. We're committed. We have food in front of us. You're sitting on the same side of the booth as
Everybody
me. We
thinks
look like
it's
we're
just us.
that.
I'm going to out your ass. I'm outing you right now.
Oh, you're out.
I've seen you and your wife on a date, and you guys are loving on each other the whole time.
Sitting
And
on
it's
the same
adorable.
Side? They sit on the same side.
With other people.
Yeah, but you're affectionate to your wife.
I am.
It's not bad. I'm
No.
saying, like, don't
Don't sit on the same booth.
you can be
On the same
affectionate
side of
across the
booth.
table.
Yeah, Friday night, my wife and I went to Crush Red, and I'm the same way Tim is. I always like to sit on my own side. And she has always asked me to sit next to her at a booth or something like that. I'm like, no, it's all right.
Why?
We'll just, I don't know. So I finally broke in and did that on Friday, which is hilarious. We're talking about this now.
And what did you think?
It was like, I don't know.
I don't
we
like
could have-
it.
We could have done it either way. It was okay.
I don't
It was
like it.
I don't like it.
It's
First
all
of
right.
all, I don't
Look
want
at
to
the same
turn to
wall
the
now.
side to talk to you.
You guys sat
I'd
on
rather-
the same side Friday, huh?
Yeah. Very romantic.
Dude, what about this? You got bench seats in your truck, okay? It's a 78. I don't know what kind of brand. And you got bench seats. Your baby girl sitting right there by that gear shift.
Well, there's not
the
like there's
middle?
a seat on the hood where she could face me. If there was,
She'd be sitting there.
I'd consider it.
No, but I mean, I'm not talking about sitting in the passenger seat. I'm talking about in that where
Yeah.
she could be sitting over there.
I miss bench seats for that reason.
Yes. It's the same thing that sitting on the same side of
No,
the
it's
booth
not.
is.
Different.
Way different.
I'm all about it.
I'd rather
You're
talk
sharing the windshield. You're sharing the open road, man.
I'd
gotta
rather
shift.
speak to you
yes,
face to face, not turn to the side. We could play footsie if we want.
same.
It's just weird looking. I had to explain to my son. I said,
Don't look at these
"Don't do
people.
this.
I think it's
Put this
sweet.
in the handbook,
But let's say it's
dad lessons."
What did he
The
say?
dad lessons handbook. I got it, Dad. So
you know what?
takes a little notebook. He goes, "Oh, no, "Okay, don't sit on the same side as your date."
But you know what sucks is it's either you sit on that booth side, both of you, and you both get to have the cush seat, or one of you's taking that raggedy ass chair on the other side that nobody wants. Let's be real. Nobody wants to sit in the chair. There's a chair
I will
and then
give
a
the booth to my wife.
Absolutely.
I will sit in the raggedy ass chair.
It's
I'm all chair.
chivalry. It's beautiful. But I'm just saying you don't want to sit there, but you're doing it because you're like, okay, I'll let her sit there.
Well, next time we go to lunch, we're going to sit on the same side.
I'm down.
Nathan says it's easier to share food if you sit on the same side of the table. Well, how long is
Oh,
your
yeah,
table?
it's so hard to share
Dude, it is
food when it's
really-
right in the
Game of
middle
Thrones.
across from you. What a dumb
What's this
argument.
guy's name? Nathan?
Nathan.
I'm into
Nah.
it.
Is that Nathan from Nathan's Hot Dogs? Who
Yes.
sponsored Joey Chestnut? I just, if you're going to be on the same side as me, just be straddling me. Let's go all in. If
Yeah.
we're going to do it, if you're going to make me,
hard.
then let's go all in and be like, these
No, I like
guys.
that. I agree.
I want people to think we're on Molly. That's how I want you on my
It's a
side of the
Panera,
booth.
sir.
I want you straddling me in a Panera in the booth. We get a bread bowl and we're feeding each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. I don't go half-ass with it.
We go 150%
That's right. We go
on
all
this
in.
side of the table.
We go full Maverick from Top Gun level of sexuality. If you're going to sit on the same side as me, otherwise sit across from me.
Listen,
hold your
I'm
hand.
sure. You know, you look at a couple like that and you think, "Oh, sweet." I think, ugh.
I think it's a European
For me.
thing. All right.
Unless it's an older couple
And then what? Now we're crying because it's so sweet.
What
over the
age?
age of 75.
75's the age?
Yeah, because they got to huddle together to keep their old bones
Yeah,
warm.
warm. It's
Right.
warm. That's a warmth thing.
Yeah,
It's a warm thing.
That's forgivable.
Yeah. It's cold in here.
Plus, like, don't you want? If I'm on a date with a girl, with a lady, or whatever, whoever, good-looking guy,
Okay.
whatever I'm into that week,
Yeah.
I want to gaze upon them. I want to look across the table and be like, "Oh, beautiful! You're a beautiful human being." I want to look into your eyes. I want to be present while I'm talking to you, because the gift of presence. There's nothing sexier than that.
Just being there.
Yeah, just being there. phone face down on the table.
Yes.
I'm looking at you.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you got a little spin dip there. Let me get that for you on the corner here. We can
Well, I
still
can't reach
be
you because
cute.
I'm over here. So
how long
get
is this
your
table?
hand out of my face.
Where are you guys eating? You guys eating at like a European-style restaurant where you sit at opposite ends of like a long table? I've never not been able to reach the person across from me. It's never been that big.
You don't have to gloat, okay? We understand. You got long arms.
Yeah,
It's great.
sorry that you were born with T-Rex arms. You got to sit on the same side of the table
It's so true.
as Tim. I just think it's like more. I think it's like more romantic to be across from each other anyway. It just
Yeah,
it
the
borderline-
candle lights in between you.
Seems like you're trying too hard if you sit on the same side. Like you're trying to show everyone else in the restaurant that you love your partner more than they love theirs.
What?
Yeah, it becomes a contest.
It
I
does.
agree.
I agree. It's the
It
same
becomes
thing.
a contest.
You guys don't want to compete, sounds like.
Don't need to.
I already won.
Ooh, yeah.
Nah.
Hope the
How
wife's
about that?
listening.
Yeah.
Man,
I
that's a
already
good
won.
line. That's
I
a good
already
line,
won.
dude. Already won. Woo!
Thank you.
That's a
Goodness.
stud there.
Yep.
Miss Riz just put on some Al Green at home when she heard that. She just clicked it on.
10 a.m. can't get here fast enough.
That's right. You better get home.
All right, let's do crap on. And it's time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Well, everyone and their mom is trying to go to these Taylor Swift era tour dates, and celebrities are also going. Ethan Hawke, Reese Witherspoon, even Black Sabbath.
Reese.
Reese Witherspoon, and Black Sabbath bassist Geezer Butler's even at these shows. So you never know who you're going to meet. And I know Nikki
Hey,
Glazer was just at a
If
couple of
somebody
them.
gave me a ticket, I would go.
Yeah. So if you got good seats, look around because there's famous people coming on out.
Listen, if somebody gave me a ticket, I would go.
That tour, by the way, is
I would go and sell it. Am I right?
Yeah. That's smarter.
The tour is expected to be
I'd
the
go.
first ever to gross over $1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to blow
It
it out
will
of
be
the water.
the biggest
Silly.
tour of all time. I mean, this woman has the ability to swell the economies of large cities when she
Yes.
rolls into town.
Good for her. Incredible. On the other side of the spectrum, Corey Taylor is already thinking about retiring from the road. He says he's maybe got 5 more years left in him. He was talking about how physically exhausting tour life is, especially going over to Europe. He says the food is so horrible, so it makes it really hard. But he says as long as I can keep at it, that's at least what I want to do. But yeah, he says about 5 years left physically
Well,
of
I
touring.
tell you what, Slipknot, when they first were around, I remember seeing them at an Ozfest like 98 or 99, and it was the talk of the tour. And their stop at Homedale, New Jersey was like, hey man, there's this band Slipknot, and these guys are crazy. They're throwing poop at each other. They're throwing their own poop at each other. And they're knocking each other out
Right.
and throwing stuff.
Masks.
And these guys went hard. And I get it. It's enough.
Yeah, I guess his tour is a little different than
He's not doing all
like
that.
Taylor Swift, who will be able to do this when she's 90.
Is he touring with Slipknot or by himself?
No,
He's doing by
touring
himself.
by himself. And he doesn't go as hard back, like he did back in the day.
Yeah, his self tour is a little more chill. I
Right.
feel like.
Okay.
And he's in good
He only
shape.
throws
He's not
poop.
like in bad shape, even from all those Slipknot years.
Oh no, and it's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
When I did middays, he would come in all the time, and such a
Sweetheart.
sweet man. There's a couple of those bands back in the '90s that they used to kick the crap out of each other on stage, like 9 Inch Nails. If you saw 9 Inch Nails in the '90s, I think one of the touring musicians was like, I can't do this anymore because every night on stage, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like Trent Reznor would throw a mic stand, and there I think there's a video of Trent Reznor throwing a mic stand into the drums, knocking the drummer unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you signed up for.
I
Yeah, there
don't
was,
want to do that.
I got to see one band like that. They were called Training for Utopia, and they were this Christian group, but they were crazy.
What?
And whenever they were done, the drum set just was shattered, destroyed. The drummer was just bloody from they went all in. They
Wow.
were smashing each
All
other.
in, huh, for Jesus.
Yeah.
That's right. Bleed for Jesus.
And now they're called Demon Hunter. the same group.
Speaking of getting things thrown at you, Adele is accusing concertgoers of forgetting how to behave at shows. She was on the stage in Vegas this weekend. She says, have you noticed how people are forgetting effing show etiquette at the moment? People are throwing S on stage. Yeah. Have you seen that? She says, I effing dare you. I dare you to throw something at me. I'll effing kill you.
Okay, so I think so. It started with the ashes, like somebody... No.
It started with BB Rexa.
Okay, so somebody threw a cell phone at her. She could bust her head.
Yes.
Then somebody threw something at somebody else.
Ava Max was slapped across the face by an audience member.
Then the urn.
Then Pink had the ashes on stage. And then Kelsey Ballerini also was thrown, something was thrown at her. And
somebody also threw a wheel of cheese at Pink.
Oh my God, really? I didn't see that one.
A wheel?
Man.
A wheel of cheese.
You need this.
Expensive.
A wheel of cheese. And I thought for a second, like, this is going to be a thing.
Well, and I was thinking about this.
We don't need this to be a thing.
No, we don't need this to be a thing because now it's going to be nobody can bring anything into concerts ever again. You know what I'm saying? We're already screwed with like our phones being in bags sometimes. And then ladies, we got to have our stupid see-through fanny packs where everybody can see your tamps. Like, it's a mess already. We don't need this to go any further. But then I was thinking like, I mean, I've gone to plenty of shows where, I mean, underwear, bras, weed, pack of cigarettes, a beer, everything's been thrown up on stage. So I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, you're going to a show to watch these bands that you paid money for. None of these concerts, these people have been, all women, by the way, have been thrown stuff at. You're paying to go to the show. What the hell are you doing trying to pelt somebody in the head with something?
Yeah. I remember a clip back in the day, which I thought was awesome, was one of the first shows that Silverchair ever did in the U.S. Daniel Johns I think it was in the U.S. He was playing, and someone threw a glass bottle, and it hit him right above the eye. It popped right open, but he never missed a beat. He kept singing, and blood was just gushing down, and he just kept going. It's like,
there's a still shot of somebody throwing a lollipop at David Bowie, and the lollipop stick sticking into his eye.
No thanks.
No.
Wait, before you move on, I do want to play a clip of it's a famous show out. It was a festival out in Europe. It was Nickelback playing, and they were throwing rocks at the band. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody remember this clip?
No.
Foi verdadeiro golpe de teatro. As pedras começaram a cair sobre o palco logo no início do espetáculo dos
It sounds Eastern European.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Nickelback. Nickelback. Foi verdadeiro golpe de teatro. As pedras começaram a cair sobre o palco logo no início do espetáculo dos Nickelback. Aguentou até aos limites do tolerável.
Have we got any Nickelback fans in Portugal? Are you sure? Up to you. You guys want to hear some rock and roll or you want to go home? See ya.
Okay. And another rock comes and goodbye.
I don't blame them at all.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you see the person throwing the rock, like, and if they got you are so excited to see Nickelback, and you see Chad, who is now thrown, a rock at Chad Kroger, Battle of the Chads, like, you beat Chad's ass, right? Because he just screwed up the Nickelback show.
We were...
Or you carry Chad out of there on your shoulders.
Or you do that.
Depends on your stance on Nickelback.
We were...
and I don't think it's a female thing either, because there's like a funny video of like Harry Styles getting hit in the nuts. Yeah. Like nine different times. Like, that guy gets pelted up there.
2 Halloweens ago, when we were hosting the Halloween party over at Ballpark Village, remember Moon's band played? And I hopped up on stage to crush a couple songs on guitar with them.
Uh-huh.
We were playing in the middle of a song. I'm standing next to Moon, rocking out, and somebody threw a drink.
Oh.
On stage. Now I watch this thing at slow motion come from the crowd. About 1,000 people there. I just see this thing just end over end. And I move out of the way. It hits Moon, splashes all over me.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, who threw that? And why would you do that?
Moon's like, get used to it.
Well, that's what I said. I go, Moon. Like, somebody threw it. It happens all the time. I go, not to me.
Yeah, you poor thing. Hey, Axl Rose ended up on his ass on Friday. Guns N' Roses performed at Hyde Park in London, and he was walking backwards. Slippery stage happens to the best of us. And there he goes. He completely wiped out, and he finished the song.
At his age, you break a hip.
Yeah. Well, and luckily,
He's all right?
He's all right. He said he didn't want to jinx it, but hopefully they got all the slip and slide out of the way. In other Guns-related news, Slash is going to regroup with Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, which is an excellent band. And he says, I don't want to divulge too much, but I'm also doing a really exciting reality TV series in England. It's an adaptation of a great book. You'll find out what that is when the press release comes out. So Slash is going to have a television show as well as get the Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators back out on the road. We talked
The
about
Giving Tree.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to
I
guess.
thought you knew.
I was trying to guess the
Awesome.
book that Slash would be involved with.
Ringo Starr, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, how the Beatles were going to release one last album, and they were going to use AI to generate George Harrison's parts and John Lennon's parts. Well, Ringo Starr has confirmed that the new Beatles song coming out later this year uses authentic parts of John Lennon and George Harrison recorded before their deaths. And people were confused whenever, and us on the show, we were also confused, when Paul had previously announced that the new tune, saying it was using AI to extricate Lennon's vocals. And so Ringo clarified things by saying, we were able to take John's voice and get it pure through AI so that they could mix the record as you normally would do. And so AI gave John Lennon's vocals some leeway to be produced. So it will not be a fake John Lennon voice.
So his real voice taken from other recordings.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm into it. Facebook and Instagram's parent company Meta is launching a new Twitter-like app called Threads this Thursday. Threads is linked to Instagram, and you can use your Instagram credentials and handle to choose who you want to follow on the new app. Screenshots from users in Europe show that the app does look a lot like Twitter. If you're blocked on Instagram, you'll also be blocked on Threads.
Damn.
But did you see over the weekend, now, like, all of us are unverified because we're not paying for it, and so we can only see 600 articles in our feed, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not.
Does that mean like you could see or click on? So when you click on...
Oh, you see. So if you're scrolling through your Twitter feed...
That all counts?
That all counts. Which
Posts or articles?
Posts.
And ads too, then?
Yeah, I think that goes into it. That's a good question, Scott.
I saw a bunch of people posting, and then if you're verified, you get like 6,000.
6,000,
Just a
right.
way to get you to get your $8.
Yeah, for sure. And you can only post like so many too, you know, like yourself. Let's get thirsty. Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, they're hoping that their new partnership with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is going to make things right in the Bud Light crowd. The beer company debuted a new 15-second spot right before the 4th of July. And, I mean, who doesn't love Travis Kelce, right? So
Sure. Seems like a nice fella.
they're trying to make things right, trying to get their beer community back. The new commercial featuring the NFL star is titled Backyard Grunts and shows a bunch of dudes sitting down as they grunt and crack open Bud Lights. So they're going for a real niche audience with this one.
The complete opposite of what the controversy was about.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can relive some awesome HBO moments on Netflix now. Shows like Insecure, Ballers, Band of Brothers, and 6 Feet Under are ready to be viewed on Netflix. So Max made the licensing agreement to make the shows available on Netflix, and True Blood has also been added to the library, but the show will only be available overseas. Thanks. And then finally, we love dumb lists on this show.
Yes.
And we love tearing them apart. So MovieWeb.com put together the 25 funniest movies ever made. And
25 funniest movies ever made.
25 funniest movies ever made. Can you name the top 10?
My personal, if I want to say my personal favorite,
Okay.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles
yes.
is number 12.
Caddyshack.
Whoa, that's not even the
Caddyshack
top
is
5?
number 25.
Dumb and Dumber?
Whoa.
Dumb and Dumber, not on the list.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, not on the list.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, not on the list. Again, this list is crap.
Yeah, this list
This
sucks.
Okay.
is horrendous.
Are there any Adam Sandler movies on the list?
Happy Gilmore.
Billy.
No.
Negative.
No.
No
This
way.
list is flawed. Ace Ventura.
No.
Okay.
Naked Gun?
Like, for instance, I'm just going to give you number 2. It's so stupid. Some Like It Hot from 1959 made this
Was
list.
that Marilyn Monroe?
Yes.
For the funniest movies
Funniest
of all
movies
time.
of all time. The number 1 movie, all of us in here enjoy the number
We've
1
seen?
movie. We've seen multiple times.
Titanic.
No.
Schindler's List.
No.
Yeah.
We all love the number 1 movie, but we would not, I don't think any of us in here would vote
Okay.
it number 1 funniest.
Ghostbusters.
Without giving it away. Oh, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters
Great
is on the
choice.
list, and it is at number, sorry, Number 23.
Without giving it away, who does this movie star?
It'll give it away if I say. I'm sorry. No, what's her name?
Clip. Snappy.
It stars Bill Murray.
Groundhog Day.
Stripes.
Groundhog Day.
That's their funniest movie of all
That is
time.
a
The
funny
funniest movie of all time.
Funny
Of all time?
Of all
but
time.
I don't know if that's the funniest movie of all time, but that is a very funny
I
movie.
think
Funnier-
What About Bob would be funnier for Bill Murray. Than
Not even on here. Like Friday's number 22.
Do they say like Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Oh,
No.
yeah, that's
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, number 5.
okay. So Life of Brian, that's probably up there too.
Life of Brian's not on the list.
So any of the Naked Gun or
No.
Hot Shots?
Give me the top 10.
Being
some
there?
stars.
It's
Being there's
so
got to be up
unsettling.
there.
Let's
Give me
start
the
at
top
10 and give me a star of the movie.
I don't even know who the star of this movie is because it came out in 1940. His Girl Friday.
Nope, don't know that one.
What about Dr. Strangelove at number 9? That's also a movie
For
from
its
the 60s.
time, that was a very.
Have you ever watched that whole movie?
It's a trip.
It's a trip.
Yeah. I mean, it was satire for the time.
Stanley
Slim
Kubrick.
Pickens.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Slim Pickens riding the bomb down.
Mm-mm.
Who's he played 5 different roles in that movie.
And that
In Dr.
Strangelove.
Strangelove?
The famous guy, Clouseau.
Crusoe.
He played Inspector Clouseau, like
Peter Sellers?
Peter Sellers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Played
well,
like 5 different roles.
Man,
in that.
Robinson
Peter
Crusoe.
Sellers is a
No.
he should be on this list a few times.
This list is so stupid because it goes from, so Dr. Strangelove at number 9. Then number 8, Superbad. Great movie.
Okay, great movie.
Number 7, Anchorman. Another
Huh.
fantastic comedy. Number 6, Young Frankenstein.
Great
yeah,
That's good.
That's
I
a
agree
good
with
one.
that.
It's getting better.
Number 5, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
Number 4, The Princess Bride.
Great
That's
movie.
good.
Number 3, Dazed and Confused. Like, isn't this a bizarre
It's
list?
all over the place.
Yeah.
And then number 2, Some Like It Hot, and number 1, Groundhog Day.
Interesting.
This
I
feels
don't
like
like
the
it.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame where kind of anything's able to be in the top 10 there.
Okay.
So anyway, that's your crap on celebrities.
All right, celebrating a birthday today. He could pitch, he could hit. Shohei Ohtani is 29. U.S. women's soccer player Megan Rapinoe is 38. Paulie D from Jersey Shore is 43. The RZA from Wu-Tang Clan is 54. Edie Falco, that's Carmela Soprano on The Sopranos, is 60. Huey Lewis is 73. And Robbie Robertson, the guitarist in the band, the group, the band, is 80 years old. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kelly Klein. Today's birthday girl has been in 353 fun films, including 18 and Easy, 3 or More, Score, Appetite for Ass Destruction 1, Big Trouble in Little Vagina, Cash Strapped Teens 2, Don't Tell Mommies Part 6 and 12, Hit It and Quit It, Lesbian Cheerleader Squad 4, Not Another Blonde Movie, and a movie called Sleeping Booty, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2004's That Bitch Ate Our Witch.
Dang it.
Kelly Klein is 42 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and let's give away some stuff.
Yes.
We've got tickets to go see Godsmack and Stain, biggest summer show happening on July 18th over at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Paramore, July 30th over at Enterprise Center. And we got tickets to go see The Used Friday night, September 22nd over at St. Louis Music Park. After the break, we're going to play Fake News or Florida. Really simple game for this Wednesday. Rafe is going to read you a headline.
Correct.
And you will tell us if the story is something we made up or if it's something that really happened in the great state of Florida. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes. Fake news or Florida, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll play next. It is 7:58 Wednesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
Brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still tons of racing left in the year. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets at www.raceway.com. EMS responding to an accident now in the left lane of southbound 170 south of Page. Emergency vehicles are there as well, so that right lane is completely closed. Your weather today, we're going to get up to 90, some scattered thunderstorms around 1 o'clock. 68 will be the low. Right now it's 77 degrees, and your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, before we get to our daily contest, just a couple of videos, just some audio from some videos that were making the rounds this weekend. Woman loses it on plane. You got another one of these stories. Do you see this one?
I haven't. Just another week. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what this woman smoked or took, but she was seeing something that wasn't there on the plane. She was seeing somebody that wasn't there.
I did see this one.
On the plane. Listen to this woman freak out.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's the reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two.
Yeah. She's seeing a man in the back of the plane that's not there.
Twilight Zone.
Here's another little clip.
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye.
Yeah. Because of her, the plane was delayed 3 hours.
Dang.
She could have been
3 hours.
schizophrenic, you know?
It sounded like she was saying someone real wasn't real. Like she was seeing a person she was claiming to be fake. Did you? I didn't read up on it. Did it say she was
I
seeing?
picked up she's seeing somebody that's not there.
Oh. I thought she was saying, like, that guy is not real.
Oh, I don't know.
Just some guy back there like, what are you I'm definitely real.
The thing I honed in on was 3 hour delay.
Yeah.
Did
Scary
the
for
plane
everybody.
fly?
Get off the plane.
Did it go?
3 hours later.
Was that guy real?
We never found
Do
out.
we know?
What's up with that guy?
Never found out. Do you remember your first driving lesson?
Maybe not my first, but I remember training for the big day with my parents, yeah.
Was it your mom or dad who took you out?
I think it was my dad.
Yeah. Remember my dad taking me out for my first driving lesson? I immediately cut somebody off. Immediately. Scott, who took you out on your driving lesson, your first one?
My very first driving lesson was my older cousin, and our parents had left the house, or his parents had left the house, and so Moon, myself, and him, and our other little cousin, we all took turns learning how to drive on gravel roads. So I was about probably 12 or 13, and we're going like 55 down to gravel, just having the time of our life.
That's great.
But I started learning around that age out there. You get to drive a little earlier in the country. It's
That's
pretty
right.
awesome.
Yeah, listen, you learn to drive. You make mistakes. You know, hopefully you have somebody in the car that's, that's I don't want to say an expert, but somebody there to guide you, tell you what's right and what's wrong.
Hopefully it's calm. You have
Hopefully
the
it's
calm
calm.
person.
Yeah.
with
I did
you.
not have that.
The cool older cousin.
Who'd you have?
I had my dad and a stick shift.
Oh, no.
And
A lot of yelling?
a lot of yelling. A lot of burning the clutch up. A lot of, like, making me nervous and yelling a lot of commands. And
Yeah.
a lot of killing it. A lot of killing the engine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love now that we, everything winds up on the internet. We're always rolling tape. So there is, and this is from the car's dash cam, an improbable accident that happened as a dad was teaching his kid to drive. So the kid hit a pothole and then veered off to the side of the road where his right wheel drove up a retaining wall with cement blocks stacked like steps. It's a great video. And when the car stopped, it was resting on its left side. So the kid flipped the car onto its side. Here's what that sounded like. Dad surprisingly calm.
We'll go around behind Kroger so you don't have to deal with. There's a big hole right there. Stop! Oh, Sammy, you okay? Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, buddy. So what now? I don't know. Turn the car off. All right. Are you hurt? I don't think so. Should I call 911? Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. The car is on its left
So
side.
what now? Let's flip it over and try again. What do you,
Right.
Isn't the dad surprisingly calm?
That's the right way to be, I feel. Because you don't want to, overdo it.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if I could maintain
yeah,
that kind of cool, calm, collected.
it's a toughie.
You're going to be there before you know it with your
Next year.
son. Yeah. Dang. Oh, this is going to be good story time from you.
Next year, we're going to be there teaching the kid to drive. If he flips my car onto its side, I don't know if I could be that cool and calm.
Yeah.
When he asks, "Are you hurt?" and he says no, that's when you hurt him.
That's when the tirade begins.
I look forward to this next year.
I remember vividly, like, driver's ed. First day driving in driver's ed with the health teacher / driver's ed teacher. Kim, if you're out there, what up? And, you know, it's the car that has the pedals, the brake is on the side. And we came up over like a railroad track into a stop sign, and a guy in a semi, and it wasn't my fault, a guy in a semi like cut it real sharp. And then as he cut it, like the front of the car was under the trailer.
Oh, man.
Where I'm like, if he's going to roll over the front of the driver's ed car. And I didn't look behind me. Thank God there's no one behind me, but I just threw it in. Like, I remember my driver's ed teacher just freezing and being like, oh.
So the driver's ed teacher panicked and froze
and
up?
I threw it in reverse and, like, backed up the train ramp, like the train trestle ramp or whatever.
Whoa.
And then she was like, and we cleared this, and she took a deep breath, and she goes, well, you're getting an A.
Whoa,
She's like, there's no way I could fail you in driver's ed now. And
you had a wherewithal to do that. It
was a scary first. It's just like one of those things, like from a movie. Like, you don't imagine your first day of driver's ed being in like that kind of situation.
Yeah. Wow, it's wild.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I was very fortunate because my mom used to take me out when I was, 13, 14, 15, and every time we were out in the country, we just drove. She let me drive everywhere out there, and it was so nice. So I got the hang of it. By the time I was 16, I was already prepped. I was good to go.
That is cool.
See if you could post that video, if you could find it, because you could see the glass shattering as the car goes up on its side. Oh, man. And this, I can't imagine what the kid feels like. The dad, it's a bad situation.
Well, the kid's feeling okay because his dad held it together, I bet. If his dad would have been losing
I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be able to hold it together.
You don't think you'd be peaceful?
No. No, I know myself. Let's give away some stuff. All right, we are playing Fake News or Florida. So Rafe is going to read you a headline, and you tell us if the story is fake news, something we made up, or something that really happened in the great state of Florida. Right. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes. Godsmack Stain tickets for their show July 18th over at the Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Paramore July 30th at the Enterprise Center, and we got tickets to go see The Used Friday night, September 22nd over at St. Louis Music Park. All right, phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to the phones. And we've got Mike in Green Park. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, guys. Happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. Let's play Fake News or Florida. Here we go. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, Mike.
All right, Mike. Are you ready?
Yes, man. Go for it.
Okay. Mike is...
Trying to be quiet. There's people all around me.
Oh, I thought maybe you took the same thing my dogs took for fireworks. All right, here we go. Mike, this just in. Police in Tampa busted a Boy Scout leader for smuggling an illegal shark home from a camping trip.
That's Florida.
That is fake news. 0 for 1. Here we go, Mike.
1, Mike. Here we go. A Conky restaurant worker was arrested after he stripped naked, chased his co-workers with a knife, and then passed out drunk in the manager's office.
It'd all be Florida. Let's just go Florida.
Florida?
All right.
Oh, that's Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single bit
is
of it.
Florida.
You don't get more Florida than that.
Final one comes down to this, Mike.
Here we go, bud. You got this. A Key West man was busted for stealing groceries in an Elvis jumpsuit.
Florida again.
Sorry, buddy.
Fake news.
Would have been a Neil Diamond jumpsuit in Florida.
Let's go to Patrick in Troy. Good morning, Patrick.
Hey, future Pork Steak Army member here.
Ooh, Patrick.
Good luck to you.
I'm saluting you from the studio. Well, don't let me down, Private. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Private Patrick. A Dade County McDonald's worker was caught selling marijuana that he hid in Big Macs.
Fake news.
fake news.
That is correct. That is fake news. So far, 1 for 1, doing the Pork Steak Army proud. I like your style. Let's see. You go 2 for 2, I might even make you a corporal. Let's see what happens. A Largo man was busted after asking police to help him start a scooter he had just stolen.
It's got to be Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
It is Florida, Corporal. Well done. Well played.
Hang on. Patrick is a winner. Let's go to Chris
2 for
in
2.
St. Louis City. Chris, good morning.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. Here we go. Fake news of Florida.
All right, Chris. This just in. A Clearwater man was busted for DUI and claimed his cat was driving.
That's Florida.
That's fake news.
That's fake news, dog.
Fake news, buddy. Here we go.
His hamster was driving. All right. 2 Orange County men were arrested after making homemade bombs to scare a tenant out of their garage.
That's Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
Sounds like that's Florida.
Yeah. All right, final one.
Here you go, man. Number 3. Police arrested a big Coppet Key man for DUI after he chugged a can of beer during a police stop.
That's Florida.
Oh, that's Florida.
Yes.
Hang on. Let's keep it going. Heather, hello.
Got a good trend going.
Hello.
Hi, Heather. Let's play fake news or Florida.
All right, Heather, here we go. This just in. A Jacksonville mom set an umpire's car on fire after he called her daughter out during a T-ball game.
Florida.
Fake news.
Oh, but that tracks for Florida.
These all track for Florida.
It's true. That's why the game is so fun. Here we go. A Miami man who threw his feces at a judge during a burglary was acquitted for his crimes.
Florida.
That is.
Oh, that's Florida.
Yes, it is. That's Florida.
Man.
Comes down to this, Heather.
All right, Heather, this just in. A Miami man threw... Wait. Let's do this one again.
All right.
I'm not going to give you the same one twice. Here we go. A Broward County sheriff was charged with DUI after hitting a Metro bus in his cop car.
Florida.
Fake news. Sorry.
Fake news, unfortunately.
Sorry, Rafe. I put that one down twice.
That's okay.
Yeah, my bad. All right, final contestant. Lern, pick 5 or 6.
5.
5. Darren in Imperial. Good morning, Darren.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right, Darren. Final contestant. Fake news of Florida. Here we go.
All right, Darren. Breaking news. A Fort Lauderdale dog walker let 13 dogs run free in a crowded pedestrian mall because Jesus told her to.
Oh, let's go fake news.
Yes! You're off to a good start, pal. All right, number 2, breaking news. A Brevard County man stole 75 pool floats so he could have relations with them.
Let's go fake news.
Oh, that's Florida.
Should have known.
That's Florida.
You didn't listen to your heart on that one.
All right, comes down to this one.
Here you go,
Here we go,
Darren.
Darren.
A Florida man was arrested in upstate New York after he threatened someone with an axe, fled from police, and was found hiding naked in a chicken coop.
Fake news.
Oh, that's Florida.
Florida. That's Florida on the road. Well, good try, pal. Should have listened to your heart on that second one.
Hey, speaking of barnyard animals, headline, woman who extracted pig semen for work sues employer for serious wrist injury.
Okay. Wait a minute. So she's employed to fetch the
pig batter.
The pig batter.
She's got Porkle Tunnel.
Ah!
Oh, thank you.
I mean, what are we doing?
Somebody's got to do it.
Well,
I hear that there's machines for said jobs.
I don't know if
taking our jobs.
I don't know if a machine can do this.
Can we get AI to do this so people don't have to do it anymore?
But you want her out of a job?
No, I want her to not have, what did you call it? What is it?
Pork.
Carpal tunnel.
Forkle tunnel.
I like carpal tunnel, though.
Thank
That's
you.
very good. I spent more time on it. We need to workshop that.
A woman whose job it was to, quote, milk pigs for their semen says a crippling wrist injury she suffered on the job has left her unable to work. She has no other discernible skills.
Nope. This is the only thing I was good at.
This is the only thing she's good at. And that's it. Career over. Her name is Maxine. She's 31 years old.
And she's today's porno birthday.
She had a job she loved in animal welfare, which paid well, but unfortunately it caused long-term injuries. She started her job collecting pig batter for breeding top-quality pork at the age of 18. But by 21, it had caused serious injuries in both her wrists. 10 years later, she's still suffering from ongoing pain, which has required major surgery and prevented her from working in other fields such as floristry, dry cleaning, and demolition. This is my kind of woman.
Hey, this woman. I don't want to look it up because I feel like my work laptop has plenty of disgusting search results. But how big is like a pig ween?
Here's what the article says. The wrist injury was caused by having to hold the
Hog.
hog as the pigs moved around quite a lot. On a big day, it was working with roughly 25 to 30 pigs, collecting their semen in a milkshake cup for artificial insemination.
Okay, we don't need the milkshake detail. Milkshake cup? What?
She is now investigating legal action against her former employer's insurer for loss of earnings, medical costs, as well as pain and suffering.
My milkshake brings the hogs to the trough.
I mean, what aren't we just allowed? I mean, I'm a novice. I'm not a farmer. I don't have anything at my house that I can breed. But can't you put the hogs together and they can just do each other? What happened to that?
Sometimes they need help.
What happened to that old-fashioned hog loving?
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes they need help. And this Maxine was the woman up for the job.
I'm all for women in the arts. I mean,
So I'm assuming that other farmers would buy whatever Maxine was
collecting.
To avoid pig inbreeding.
I don't know how it works. I'm not a pig farmer.
Here comes Scott.
Scott
do
seems
you have
to
any
know
details? You're
about
walking
this.
very fast.
Confident walk. He just came in.
Well, I do know a lot about pig farming.
Okay.
Yeah, no, in Shelbina, there's a huge company that does. They collect
That
the
does
seed.
this very thing.
Yeah, but I think it's
They do it by
machine-
hand?
No, it's machines.
It's
I
artisan.
believe. Yeah,
It's made by hand.
but
Yes.
my sister's father-in-law, he used to work out there, so he's an expert. But his seems like everything's working fine. His bones and
I don't know. Maybe
arms
I'm
and
gonna
wrist.
backwalk. I guess I do like the artisan view of this, where it's like I mean, animals are treated so disrespectfully. You know, like we just are not good to them.
You want these hogs hooked up to a machine?
I don't. I'm walking back. I made a mistake. I don't want them hooked up to anything.
But poor Maxine has got, her wrists. It can't work anymore.
She should get
Crippling
disability.
injury.
I care about Maxine.
She's
too.
looking for disability.
Okay, give everybody what they want.
It's a tough job.
Says, well, it's quite funny because I did ruin my hands doing this particular thing, which I can't say. And it's hilarious no matter, who you speak to, but, it's ridiculous. I legitimately hurt myself.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a bummer. She's doing it wrong.
She's
I
going to have
guess.
surgery. Her doctor say, no doing that. You're done doing that. You're retired.
I'm just thinking of the
Or
Metallica
go lefty.
album.
She has another hand.
I think both wrists.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, well, she's
Double
probably two
hitter.
at one time.
Both wrists. Yeah, this is... This
productivity
is an
issue.
Yeah, she-
I hadn't considered that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So remember, if you don't like your job, you could be doing that. There's an opening. There's an opening. And again, it's paid well.
Hey.
But if you guys are interested in ever getting this job, go to Bormax out there in Shelbina, and we'll get you set up.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I just can't
Looking for
imagine.
healthy hands and wrists.
And they also have a program to help pigs too.
Really?
They have
good.
another. Yeah.
Oh, so
sign up for
pigs
that.
have corkscrew-shaped...
Wieners?
I think that's their tail.
I don't know, a couple of people said that they're...
I think you're thinking of their
yeah.
tail.
I
Their
do think it
dongs
is.
I can't do it. I
Odd.
can't look up any more photos this computer.
Let me see a pig's
My search
hog.
history is all
No
maxed
wonder
out
her
for
wrists
this
hurt,
month.
dude.
We're
Yeah,
only July 5th.
That's a hard.
That is.
You got to get a slide whistle.
It makes
for
a
that
noise,
kinda-
right?
Like, you think she puts like her AirPods in, like ready for work, and like goes to the stable and
She works hard for the money. Like that song's on.
yeah. What's the soundtrack to doing that?
The final countdown. She works hard for the money.
War pigs.
War pigs.
Yeah.
Generals gathered in their masses.
Man.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And how does she like? Man, I got so many questions. Like, how does she know? Like, how long does it take from start to finish?
Well, 8 hours in a day, 25 pigs a day. Let me do
No.
that
Like
real
for
quick.
one pig.
Probably.
Well,
No.
8 hours a day, 25 pigs a day.
Oh, you're doing it
Somebody
that
do
way.
the math.
Here we go. I have a calculator right here.
That's about.
I mean, she got to take.
approximately
Three.
3 pigs an hour. That's 20 minutes a pig, dog.
Well,
Let's assume she's taking 5-minute breaks in between. I'm going to go 15
okay.
minutes a
I
pig.
mean, is there any romance involved?
I'm
that
sure
we
she
can
just
handle?
whispers something.
I don't know.
I mean, those things are huge too. The pigs. Terrifying.
Yeah, it's a very specific field this woman found a career in.
Yes.
Like, how do you get into this?
And she was a florist before, did you say?
She maybe wanted to get into that, flower arrangements,
Can we promise
which
her?
is the next step, after you retire from doing that, but she can't do it anymore. Okay,
Well, thanks a lot, Riz.
all right. Do you
It's a
think
lovely
this
day.
is? There's some controversy out in Rincon, Georgia. Sent social media locally there into a frenzy. There's a Subway, Eat Fresh Subway, and it's visible from the highway, and it said, "Our subs don't implode." Presumably in reference to the recent sub implosion that killed 5 people near the wreckage of the Titanic. Too soon?
I don't know. I did see a neat graph over the weekend where it shows deaths around the Titanic, and it shows like 11 or whatever the accident happened. All the people died then, and then there's nothing.
Flat,
and
and
a
then-
tiny little bump this year, and it keeps going flat.
It's crazy.
It's pretty rough.
Too soon?
I think it's
No.
too soon. I'm going to go too soon. Look, we find humor in everything. Otherwise, the bad
Some of
parts
us
win.
laugh, as part of a
grieving
process.
Sure.
Yeah, you got to rip the Band-Aid off instantly.
I don't know. To sell sandwiches? Uh,
Our subs don't implode.
Yeah, I mean, is that even?
And can they really say that? Because, I mean, I've eaten a meatball sub from Subway before, and things have happened afterwards.
you've exploded,
Oh.
not imploded.
That's true.
After.
Oh, thank God. Say
How soon is too soon to start joking about this? Rafe, guy, go to the comedian.
About what?
The
Give me the
subway-
rundown.
Like the
Submarine?
the submarine implosion.
I don't know. We don't have any kind of empathy left in the world, so people already started. I mean, they were starting before they were officially pronounced dead.
Right.
I was already seeing some memes that were pretty ruthless. So, I don't know. I also don't know how, because the problem is I feel like it's kind of hacky now.
It's
The
an easy
window,
joke.
yeah, the window
Yeah.
to make the joke. Now I've seen so many stand-up comedy crowd work clips already with like hacky submarine jokes about the submarine, where it's almost like a monologue joke that's been beat to death already.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think everyone wants to be the first one to go there.
We've already done it.
It's already been
over.
done. It's like already
Moving
over.
on.
It's a bummer.
Get that.
So I don't know. I think we don't take enough time, but it's like once one person makes the joke, the window is small before it becomes hack.
I agree on that.
Yeah, but to sell a sandwich, weird. They wound up taking the sign down, and the manager of that particular Subway said, "Sign was removed. No comment.
No more comments.
No more comments. We're done." Oh, King Scott pulled up on the big screen here. Penises of the animal kingdom. Let me see here. Pig. Oh no, it's very thin.
Yeah.
And by the way, the song she's got walking into the barn is Michael Jackson's "Beat It." Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And how did we not say that?
Yes.
Come on. Come on, guys.
Zoom in on that, Scott.
So the pig.
Is there something at the end that's corkscrewed, perhaps? It looks like it's got
it looks
a little...
like it is. Like a wand. Like a Harry Potter
right there.
wand.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
All right, some news. Next, it is 8:32. Wednesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Learn coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Tons of racing still left in 2023, like IndyCar returning August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets at www.raceway.com. Nothing to report at this time. You look good out there. Your weather today, 90 will be the high. We're going to have some storms rolling through around 1 o'clock, 68 overnight. And then tomorrow, sun is back with us. Right now, 78. And your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, your 4th of July news roundup. Cocaine found in the White House and 8 people stuck upside down on a roller coaster.
Whew.
Your news next. Just got an email from Jody up front.
Uh-huh.
Front desk Jody. She says, just received a phone call from a very sensitive listener about a Jewish joke said about 30 minutes ago. He did not find it funny. What Jewish joke was made?
Was it my knock-knock joke?
No.
Did we make
Was
a
it-
Jewish joke?
Were we talking about... We were talking about movies.
Yeah,
I said Schindler's List. That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, when did you say Schindler's List?
We were talking about the funniest movies of all time, and they were not naming funny movies, so I said Titanic, and then I said Schindler's List, which I guess someone internalized as...
a knock on Jewish people?
Yeah, I was just making
Listen,
a
as
joke
an
about movies
honorary
that
member
are...
of the tribe,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you're good.
I think so, too.
I think you're good.
Irony's okay.
Can't control everyone's...
I think collectively we know that is one of the saddest, and most everybody
You
should
don't
see
have to-
Schindler's
hey.
List. Hey,
You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah. I get it. Maybe it could have been misconstrued as I was saying it was a funny movie. I was not.
It was not.
It was clearly in the context of naming movies that...
Would you
were-
like to drop an apology right now?
I would not. I would not, because I unfortunately cannot manage everyone's trauma. I am very sorry that I made a joke that hurt your feelings, if that's what it was.
Well,
it may have been a
there-
different
we don't
joke.
even know.
There's, you just dropped an apology. Ha ha. They win.
But
You did good. You
yeah,
did
I meant
good.
nothing by it. There was nothing anti-Semitic about it. So
Lighten up, Francis.
lighten up. Second email incoming.
we got to get stuff for the in memoriam on Friday. So I mean,
Oh, short
we're-
week.
You know, we only have so many days to really rack up.
Yeah, well, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about what song would be playing as the woman is collecting semen from pigs.
Right.
No, well, now she can't anymore because she got wrist
tunnels,
injury.
right.
But somebody said "Beat It" would be the song that
Perfect.
would be playing. So this is this game. I meant to play this on Friday with Donnie, but the game is called Mixtape, and somebody gave this to us a long time ago. And so you pick a card, and you read the scenario, and it's what song will be playing during the scenario. Like here's a scenario: first time crowd surfing. Context, 90s, Seattle. What song?
Them Bones.
Them Bones, Alice in Chains, okay. First time crowd surfing. Context, 90s. 90s, Seattle. What song?
I'm going to go Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go there
Yeah.
too.
Go on.
Yeah, I could see yeah, you're probably right. I'll go Nirvana too.
Yeah, because you see those videos and it's crazy chaos in there.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a Pearl Jam song that would fit.
Jeremy.
Alive.
Jeremy, yeah, another email on its way
Here
in.
we go. We're doing speed round for the in memoriam, so we got to really
Holy
piss people
crap,
off.
you've just discovered a rocket pack in a trap door of the old barn behind your grandparents' house.
Awesome.
5 minutes of fuel. What song do you play while rocketing across the sky?
Golden Earrings, Radar Love.
That's a good one. I could see it.
It's Danger Zone.
Oh.
That's a good one, too.
It's Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
That's your answer for all of these. I'm gonna go. That is a good one. I'm gonna go ZZ Top Lagrange.
Ooh.
Okay.
Man, Because that would be a cool, like, song.
Did you give one, Scott?
Yeah, I got one. Learning to Fly from Tom Petty.
Okay.
That's where I'm going.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Very on the nose.
Oh.
Salt Flats. One shot for the land speed record. What's your full throttle, cylinder exploding, hair on fire, racing against the clock song?
Ooh.
And
Can't
the correct
reuse.
answer, once again, is dangerous.
No, can't reuse it. You
gonna
have
keep-
burnt your danger zone.
Continue to be danger zone. I'm going to go.
Jesus built my hot rod.
That's a good one. Ministry.
Okay.
Man, very good one.
I'm going heavy metal Don Felder.
Okay.
I don't even know that song.
It's good stuff.
I guess On the Road Again from Willie Nelson. Let's get pumped up, man.
As you're rocketing across the salt
Yeah.
flats, it's I Can't Drive 55 by Sammy Hagar or Danger Zone, which is the correct answer.
Which we've
Yes,
already
that is
used
the
our
correct
danger zone
answer.
card. No
Well,
more.
yeah.
I make the rules.
I'm
That
going to
is-
go Bonnie Tyler. I Need a Hero.
Okay.
Nice.
Favorite song from a movie soundtrack?
Oh my God, it's Dead Souls from The Crow.
Okay.
That's
Nine Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails version
Okay.
of it. Yes.
Maybe that, how do you say the name? Frou Frou or Fro, whatever it was from Garden State. Remember their single?
Oh, yeah.
That was on there?
Shins? What
yeah.
is the Shins?
Fro.
Yeah,
I know who you're
how do you
talking
say
about.
that song was so cool
Yeah.
whenever it came out. What's that lady's name? Imogen Heap.
What's the question?
Yeah.
Favorite song from a movie soundtrack?
Oh, let's hear it for the boy. Footloose.
Okay. The correct answer is Danger Zone.
Okay, you know what?
I mean, I was trying to set you up for it.
So good.
Let's see another one. here.
Favorite song when you're in a zone that people consider dangerous?
Oh, yes, I'll take that. Danger Zone.
What song would you play during a job interview to convince your employer, Kevin Bacon, to hire you? Now, you don't want to play Footloose. 'cause
Well, we
that's,
just did that one, yeah.
I'm going ELO Mr. Blue Sky
Mr. Blue Sky.
because it puts everybody in a great mood. Hire me now.
This one's tough. So repeat the question again.
What song would you play during a job interview to convince your employer, Kevin Bacon, to hire you?
I guess to show my enthusiasm for showing up to work, that song from Weezer about taking their board to work, off the Blue album.
Yeah.
I take my board to work. You
Surf
take
Wax
it.
America?
Yes,
Yes.
that one. That's what I'm going to play. So they were like, wow, he's enthusiastic. He wants to be here anyway. He could cart or board it. He's going to be here.
I love that.
What's your Kevin Bacon song?
Let's see a ABBA song, Take a Chance on Me. Is that
Yeah.
it? Yeah. I'll probably play that.
I
Take a
play
chance
money,
on
money,
me.
money, because we're
That's a
making
good one.
money.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Money.
That's the kind
good.
of
That's
cash
spot
he wants.
All right, one more.
The correct answer is Danger Zone.
Of course it is. That goes without saying at this point. Okay. Han Solo just handed you the keys to the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, man. The keys.
The keys.
I love the idea that the Millennium Falcon has keys, dude.
For a quick joyride through the Alderaan system. Best song to jump in hyperspace to.
I'm going Atomic Punk Van Halen.
Oh, I'm going Steve Winwood, Mr. Fantasy.
Ooh, I'm
That's a good
going
one.
Spaceman from the Killers.
And you know what I'm going with?
Danger Zone.
Goddamn Danger Zone. You're
Yeah.
right. Thank you. No, it plays Space Truckin' from Deep Purple.
That's a good one, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thank you. And then followed by Danger Zone.
Makes me think of Evil Dead.
Space Truckin'?
Yeah, that was like his song he always played in the Evil Dead series, which is really funny on Showtime.
All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
All right, so hope you had a fun and safe 4th of July this year. One guy in Illinois definitely did not. So here's a quick rundown of 4th of July stories that I'm seeing out there. 58-year-old guy in Cary, Illinois. I don't know where that is. Cary, Illinois. Cary. Whenever I don't know an Illinois place, I assume it's a suburb of Chicago.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
This guy was seriously injured by a commercially rated firework. He was setting them off outside and thought one was a dud, so he stared down the tube to see what was up. And it went off. Hit him in the face. A commercially rated firework.
Whoa.
Hit him in the face. He was in and out of consciousness on his way to the hospital and was in critical condition when he arrived. A town in northern Michigan was planning a big firework display over a lake, but before the show, the platform they were on collapsed and fell into the water, so they had to cancel the whole thing last minute. That sucks.
See, that's a fun one, though, at least.
At least nobody got hurt,
Yeah.
right? 4 apartment units in Central Florida damaged in a fire after a 7-year-old got a hold of some fireworks and set them off inside. His parents had left him home alone. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Gas station changed sheets. Gas station changed sheets. Long lines yesterday after dropping the price of its gas to under $2. In honor of America's birthday in 1776, they changed their prices to $1.776. Huge lines. Do you know what we were celebrating yesterday? What were we celebrating yesterday?
Our Independence Day.
But what was the
founding of our country.
what were we actually celebrating?
The Declaration of Independence.
Was signed, yes.
Okay.
So somebody quizzed 2,000 Americans, and just 59% chose the right answer, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Another 22% were close, though. They chose the establishment of the U.S. as an independent nation, which is almost correct, so we'll give you partial credit on that. In a separate poll, a third of us can't spell the word independence. Go ahead, Scott, spell independence.
All right, I-N-D and D-E, or I said I-N-D-E-P-E, N-D, independence, E-N-C-E.
Ooh, man, got it.
Goodness.
You wanted to sneak an A in there. A lot of E's.
I want an A. I do.
I didn't realize how many E's were in that.
Quite a few.
Also, 58% of us correctly identified the country we gained our independence from. Great Britain, 11% said Native Americans.
Oh, my God.
What?
Study.com ranked America's most patriotic cities. And congratulations to Gallup, New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah.
Top spot, but we are number 5. So
Hey, that's pretty cool.
congratulations, St. Louis, fifth most patriotic city. And in a poll on the American flag, 21% of Americans said they display one at home every single day. 5% also said they wear American flag clothing every day. Every day.
Which apparently is not right.
The flag code thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always surprised.
So I always get mad at people that get too bent out of shape about the flag. I'm like, I think when we started making American flag Speedos, we've done all the desecrating
Yep.
we can do.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I do know.
Like, if you're going to get skid marks on the flag, I think it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
I was impressed. So I live in a new neighborhood. This is our first 4th of July in our new neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I'm very impressed with one of my neighbors, young guy, and he has displayed the flag correctly. I mean, there was a light on it at night. You know what I'm saying? And when it was raining, he brought it in, he folded it up, whole thing. And I was like, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I have a flag pull out, so I have a flag.
Yeah.
You have a light on?
Yeah, it's right near a light.
Okay.
Someone sent me a picture yesterday of, I got a lot of pork steak pictures yesterday because it was 4th of July, which is the pork steak national holiday of St. Louis. One of them, I got to be honest, they didn't look good. A little overcooked.
Oh, no.
A little crispy for my taste. And I said, he goes, what do you think of these? And I said, I think you need a 6-man detail to come and fold that pork steak up into a triangle and then put it in a flag box and bury it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, you know, in order to, so every once in a while my flag will rip in the wind. So I pull it down, and you have to dispose of it. You can't just throw a flag in the garbage.
No.
You need to dispose of it in a respectful way. So like, you give it to the Boy Scouts, and they're supposed to.
Dispose of it.
You burn it. I mean, you're supposed to burn it in a dignified way. That's how you dispose of an American flag. So the boys, usually if you give it to a Boy Scout troop, like they'll dispose of it in a dignified, proper way according to flag code.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Does that mean you should give your American flag Speedos to the Boy Scouts when you're done?
yes,
wearing
when they're
them?
done,
Too many streaks in it.
Okay.
a suspicious substance was found in a common area of the White House, the West Wing, on Sunday. It tested positive for
Cocaine?
That's right. Tested positive for cocaine. A senior law enforcement official said the cocaine was found in a storage facility in a cubby, quote, routinely used by White House staff and guests to store cell phones. Before it was confirmed to be coke, the White House was briefly shut down on Sunday to determine what officials were dealing with. The president was not at the White House when the cocaine was discovered. Secret Service is looking into entrance logs and security footage to figure out who brought the cocaine into the White House.
I bet it's the first time it's ever happened there.
That somebody's done coke at the White House? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the very first time.
Yeah. Luckily, it sounds like nobody was seriously hurt here. No word yet on how many of them are still puking, though. 8 people in Wisconsin got stuck upside down on a roller coaster for over 3 hours this past weekend.
Man.
So it happened at a county fair in Crandon, Wisconsin, about 100 miles north of Green Bay.
Hell yeah, it did.
The ride is called the Fireball. And it's like a roller coaster, except it's just one big loop. So normally you go around and around over and over again. This sounds like something I would never go on. Mm-hmm. But was one of the more popular rides at this particular county fair. Unfortunately, the ride stopped during one of the loops, so everybody on it was left hanging upside down.
Yeah.
7 of the 8 people on board were kids. And it took over 3 hours before firefighters got them all down. They said the ride recently passed an inspection, but there was obviously some sort of, quote, mechanical error.
Yeah. That's when people who are like, I'm a roller coaster junkie. I take risks. No, you go to Six Flags and Disney World. You want to take a risk? Ride the roller coaster at the county fair. Right. Ride the ride that gets broken down and rebuilt on a weekly basis by a guy with one tooth, smoking a Marlboro Red, drinking a Keystone Ice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hop on that ride. Because that's the DuQuoin State Fair every year. I remember my dad and my brother got stuck on, there was a ride called the Enterprise. And it was a loop, like a circle that started on ground level. So you're horizontal to the ground. And it raised up to full vertical. So went up to a 45-degree angle, full vertical, and back down. And they got stuck right at the top. So full up and down, and that ride broke down like 30 times. Did they shut it down?
No.
Yeah, you want real thrills? You put your life in that guy's hands.
I got stuck on a double Ferris wheel at the DuQuoin Fair with the singer Tiffany. Do you ever?
Yes.
Nice.
She had a concert, and it was a big deal. No, she was above us. There was it was like the double-decker Ferris wheel that moved.
Okay.
And the fire department she was going to be late for a concert. Me and my cousins got stuck on she was riding it at the same time we were on it, and they got Tiffany down, and then the rest of us just had to wait till they fixed the ride. Fire department's like, yeah, we're not getting all of you. We'll get
just
Tiffany.
Just
She's
Tiffany.
got a concert to be at.
She's got
you
to
guys
maul
are
this
fine.
thing out.
You guys got a wristband? You're fine.
Yeah, we got to get Tiffany off this ride.
Yeah. So we watched. They literally came with like a ladder and a truck and got her.
How
down.
do they call that in? Hey, is that the DuQuoin State Fair?
I assume so. Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is Monty down at the fair. Yeah, you got to get somebody down here with a big ladder because we got a celebrity stuck.
Yes.
Stuck on the Ferris wheel.
Celebrity.
Big time celebrity. Oh, who is it? Tiffany.
Hitting the main stage at 7:10.
Yep.
It's 6:50.
We need her. We got to get her to the grandstand. Stat.
That's right.
A lot of angry people.
Get every
out
man on this job. Tiffany's up there.
Dude,
We're alone now.
Are we going to go to the DuQuoin State Fair
I think
as a group?
so. It sounds fun.
We should, and we'll stay at the Fairgrounds Inn, which I've stayed at. It is a terrible hotel. It's right there. Carpet in the bathroom.
Don't you besmirch the fairground hotel.
I stayed 2 nights. It was fine.
No thanks. No thanks.
We'll get an RV and camp.
Yes.
Inside the fairgrounds.
That sounds better.
No thanks. Pass.
Go on wristband day. We'll ride all the fair rides.
Everybody has their own space.
Pass.
Hey, that was fun when you were a kid.
Nah.
That's it. Well,
yeah, as a kid.
I'll talk you into it.
As a kid.
I'm taking that as a maybe.
Do you know the 2 states where you can't pump your own gas?
Yes.
Like when you pull up to the gas pump.
I'm a woman, so I can't pump it anywhere. What is it, like Wisconsin and
Jersey,
North Dakota?
And I believe, isn't it Oregon?
Wow, look at Scott.
How do you know such things?
Oregon.
I've been everywhere, man.
But
Alaska?
No, just Oregon and New Jersey. Those are the only 2 states that you can't. So when you pull up to a gas pump, you cannot pump your own gas.
I know Jersey because some friends of mine, they lived there in Jersey. We went to New York City, and they drove me across and needed to get gas. And she had no clue.
Yeah,
And I
forget
thought
every
she's
time.
joking with me. I'm like, yes, I'll get
they
the
yell at you?
gas.
You have to tip the person that's pumping your gas?
Well, New Jersey is about to become the only state because Oregon just passed, or the lawmakers just gave approval to end the state's ban on pumping your own gas. So if you've been in Oregon and you hop out of your car at a gas station to pump your own gas, you're met with a pissed off attendant who intercepts you and really doesn't want you stealing their job. So a bill ends Oregon's ban on self-service gas pumps, a prohibition that's been in place since 1951. Wow. So having a pump attendant was a throwback to the days where most gas stations offered the option of full service. They'd pump your gas, they'd wash your windshield, they'd check your oil, maybe inflate your tires. The law in Oregon also had to do with preserving entry-level jobs.
Columbia, Illinois, I remember when we moved to Columbia in 1998-ish, they had a full-service gas station right on Main Street. And my mom loved it because she never wanted to get out and pump her gas. And so we'd go there, and sure enough, like this old guy would come out, and I don't think he checked the oil and all that, but he did wash the windshield and pump your gas.
Yeah,
for
full
you.
service was that.
So cool.
A throwback to, checking the oil, washing the windshield. But now here's the thing. With all that being said, gas stations are having a hard time filling jobs, causing people to wait. So if you pull up to a gas station, this happens in Jersey all the time. There's only like one guy working 9 pumps.
Oh, bummer.
So now you got to wait. You could hear the thing click off, and you have to wait for the guy to come and take the nozzle out of the gas tank.
Yeah.
And the pumps are the same. It's not like it's a specialized pump. It's the same pump that you'd find at a BP down the street.
Right. It'll automatically stop.
It does the same thing where he swipes your credit card like you would be swiping your credit card. So with Oregon gone, now New Jersey's the only state where you can't pump your own gas.
Hold strong, Jersey.
Yeah.
Hold strong.
Costa Rica was like that when I went.
Yes. Costa Rica too. Yeah.
Pulled in.
I remember that.
You had to just tell them what you wanted. And
That's pretty cool. There's one service, I think it might have finally closed, but it's in U City, and I think it's the Sinclair, and it's one of those where you roll up and they still do that. They still do the full service there. It's kind of fun.
DoorDash wants to give its drivers more choices. The company announced it will give workers a chance to earn an hourly wage instead of a per delivery rate. So right now it's only per delivery. DoorDash is going to start giving drivers an option to get hourly. So the company announced it'll give workers a chance to earn an hourly wage instead of the per delivery rate. The new hourly wage starts when a driver accepts a pickup and ends when the order is dropped off. Deliverers will keep 100% of the tip. Now, DoorDash didn't specify the amount of the minimum hourly wage. The New York Times reports a rate could be between $10 and $19.50 per hour. That's a pretty wide berth there, but DoorDash is going to start doing that for you drivers.
What would you do? Would you opt for the...
I don't know how much I would make either way.
Yeah. Let's say you're pretty busy, though, and like you could... I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
I'd have to math it out.
So they said that you get 100% of your tips with the hourly?
Drivers will keep 100% of the
So maybe with the other one, they don't get 100%?
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I read was DoorDash was going to start doing this. So I would have to
I would
math
imagine
it out.
that's where you make your money anyways. So if that's the case, that might be the route to go.
Somebody says the full station gas station I was talking about in Columbia, Illinois, Linneman's, still in business, still doing it.
Still offering full
Very
service.
cool.
I might go over there later today and just
Yeah.
have some old times.
That's awesome.
And finally, and this is a nightmare, we've all been to the airport where they have the people movers, like the flat kind of, it's not an escalator. An escalator goes up and down. The people movers are just
moving
the flat,
sidewalk.
Moving sidewalk.
Yeah.
Moving sidewalk. A woman's leg had to be amputated after it was trapped in one of those walkways at an airport in Thailand last Thursday.
Jeez.
Man.
57-year-old woman was heading to a flight in Bangkok when she was caught by the walkway in the terminal airport, or in the airport terminal. A medical team had to cut her left leg off from above the knee there at the airport to get her out.
Goodness.
It couldn't lift the...
That's
I thought they
bizarre.
had I thought you could lift those crates up and...
So apparently the teeth they have at the end, was missing. So, you always tell a little kid, let's jump
Right.
Yeah.
at the end. her leg got sucked up in there, and it got mangled. And they couldn't get it out. They had to do the amputation there at the airport.
Well,
the airport, they said, we are taking full responsibility.
I say she's going to never have to pay a bill in her life.
They said, we will pay medical costs, and we are open to negotiating other compensation.
Oh, yes, you are.
I bet you are.
She just made a...
I like ownership of your airport.
Yeah. Because isn't that one of the busiest airports in the world? I believe that one is.
Where was it at?
Thailand.
Oh.
It said
It's going to
Bangkok,
get
right?
trickier.
You ever, one of my best friends is, I don't know if she still does this anymore, but she would always be kind of a nervous wreck if we'd be on an escalator. We'd have to really concentrate. And I love her so much, and I'd take the time with her, but like, she really hated the escalator and like couldn't time it. You know, like, I feel like some of us are willy-nilly about it. We'll just jump on an escalator, no problem. But like, she really had to concentrate before stepping on that thing.
Yeah.
Lots of using the stairs at the mall.
I told the story before. I saved a kid's life
That's right.
because his shoelace got stuck
Oh,
in
yeah.
the escalator. Remember that? And I saved the kid. And
It's
Grab
impressive.
the shoe and let the kid go.
saved the
Saved
shoes.
him, and no big deal.
Christopher says DoorDash here in Warrenton, Missouri pays $14 an hour if you choose to do hourly. But Kenneth says DoorDash rate is $12 an hour. I do it for funsies at night and the weekends. Is it depending on where you are? Depending on the time of day?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Could
All
be.
right.
That's a tough one, too. I just saw an article, the Casa Bonita, the South Park guys.
Oh, yeah, South Park guys.
They eliminated tipping.
Oh, I saw that.
By paying all their employees $30 an hour, and not everybody was happy about it. You know, they say pay a livable wage. I think $30 an hour is a fairly livable wage.
It's Denver, too, which is pretty expensive.
But Denver's expensive, and a lot of people there were like, no, man. You know. They took
They
tipping
want the
away.
tips?
They want the tips. They were like mad.
Well,
they're
But
mad
they're probably
that
getting
they-
benefits, too, right?
Well, how about this? If you still want a tip, go ahead and tip. Go tip if you want.
Right. I just think
If you're
maybe
upset that you can't tip, then tip. I'm sure they're not going to say
I
no.
think employees wanted it.
Oh, employees.
Employees were upset.
Well, then work
they
somewhere
wanted
else.
tips.
Because that place is going to be hot for a very long time right now. That place is slammed.
Yeah. Now maybe
I guess
that
you
was
got to
their
calculate
argument.
it out.
Don't know. Maybe that was the argument. It's tough because like it's feast or famine. You can make a ton of money if all things are going well and it's busy, and I'm sure DoorDash is the same way. Is my point. Is I'm like, if you're really popping and
Gotta math
hopping and
it out.
getting good tips.
Got to math that out. All right, that is your news. All right, we'll take a break. Lern's got sports and a little something extra for you. Did you know that Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife?
I did know
I
that,
do.
yes.
Okay.
Are you going to cover this? Because I had it in
Oh,
sports.
you had it in sports?
I do have it in sports.
Excellent.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to save her for you then.
I'm the sports director of the show, so of course I have it in sports.
Well, finally, Michael Jordan is speaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Does Michael Jordan approve? Because him and Scottie Pippen don't get along.
Right.
I mean, doesn't it sound, super Hoosierific?
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Very Hoosier. So Michael Jordan weighing in on his son dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. All that and more in sports coming up next. It's 9:10. It's Wednesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Learn coming at you.
Worldwide Technology Raceway sponsors more racing in 2023, like IndyCar returning August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets at www.raceway.com. We have a stalled vehicle eastbound 44 just before Murdoch. The right lane is closed there. Your weather today, we will get up to 90. There's going to be some scattered thunderstorms around 1 o'clock. It looks kind of awesome, though, right now, so hopefully that just passes us by. 69 tonight, and right now it is 80 degrees. Your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, let's get right to sports.
That's always my favorite one.
that hit you right, huh?
Oh, man. Every time. It gets me every time. I forget, and then it's like a treat.
Yeah. All right, Learn, what do you got?
All right, sports is presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Now hiring. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com and click on the careers page. All right, Riz, the Cardinals.
Yes.
It was definitely a dud last night for your St. Louis Cardinals. In fact, it might have been the worst run deficit on the road ever. The Miami Marlins played to win, and they got Wainwright for 6 runs. But hey, they didn't stop there. The Marlins ended the game 15 points to 2 points. 4th of July explosion at Lone Depot Field. It was Andrew Kisner. Andrew Kisner had to leave Tuesday's game, which was yesterday, during the 5th inning after taking out a foul tip in the midsection of an inning earlier. It was a total nightmare. Let's see what else will happen tonight. 5:40.
Oh, no.
5:40 is game time, and they're still at the Marlins for some reason.
I think they put Wainwright on the DL.
Yeah, he flew back to St. Louis.
Yeah.
He's on the IL.
IL.
And this happened to Yadier a couple of years ago. He got nailed in that same area and had to leave for a week or two.
Yeah, for a week or two. So, we'll see what
brutal.
happens there. The IL, yeah.
And City SC, this Saturday, the St. Louis City Soccer Club is going to be in Toronto for their next match. The win probability has Toronto at 39%. There's a draw at 27%. And the City SC only has 34% of a possibility to win. You're going to have to watch it on TV to find out more.
To find out what happens.
Match times at 6:30.
Saturday, yes.
In NBA news, Michael Jordan is sharing his first public comments about his son Marcus and his relationship with Larsa Pippen, who, from what I read, is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Michael Jordan said that he did not approve of the relationship. In fact, we have some audio.
Yes, this is TMZ catching Michael leaving a restaurant.
Yes.
Cracker
And
Barrel,
for the first time, Michael Jordan commenting on his son dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Hey, Mr. Jordan, what do you think about Marcus and Larsa Pippen together? You approve of it?
No. There it is.
No.
That's what he thinks about
there
it.
There it is.
No.
Larsa and Marcus, they have a podcast, and apparently they've been discussing a lot of stuff, like the age gap in their relationship, or the gold digger accusations, or will they have babies? So there's all sorts of... They just might. This is big news. All right, the Blues are off tonight. We do not have an NFL team, and that's your sports.
There we go.
Scottie Pippen still giving out assists and rebounds to the Jordan family.
Oh, come on.
Long after retiring.
Great job, Lern.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
I love sports.
Very thorough.
Yeah.
Thorough. Now, hey, guys.
Hey.
Now we know everything.
Yeah.
We'll take another quick break. We'll come back. Rafe's got some of your emails. 9:22, Wednesday, one final look at your traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. You need tickets? Go to www.raceway.com. Out there on the roadways, we have a stalled vehicle eastbound 44 before Murdoch. The right lane is closed. Otherwise, you're good. Your weather today will get up to 90. Some scattered thunderstorms possibly around 1 o'clock. Low of 69 tonight. Right now, it is 81 degrees out there. Your point weather brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Anybody go to any barbecues over the weekend? Like friends or family barbecues?
I had a barbecue at my house.
Oh, you did? You have people over?
Just another couple, yeah.
Okay.
My kids.
My wife and I had leftover heavy smoke barbecue.
Oh, no, I'm talking about, having people over, or you go over somebody's house for a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We didn't do any of that this weekend.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
So what's your technique at a barbecue? Do you grab some food, then go back if you want more? Or do you just go once and pile as much on your plate as possible?
Oh, you got to pile it on.
You're a piler, huh?
Blend. You want it all
I go
touching.
back. I go back and forth.
I go back and forth, too, because I don't want to be the guy everybody looks like going, look at this. Look at this
Look at
guy.
this guy.
Look at this guy.
Well, and you don't want to take all the food. So, I want everybody to have, okay, get your portions, and then if there's some left, I'll come back.
I don't want to be, look at this guy.
He's got 2 corn cobs.
Yeah. There's 10 people here, and there's 10 pieces of corn.
Well,
This guy's got 2?
Most of the paper plates, and they can't support the weight of the damage I want to do.
That's why if you go to a barbecue at my house, I'm getting the heavy-duty plates.
Whoa,
which is
the
great.
Chinette?
With the wax. I may go Chinette.
Oh,
like the wax coating.
Rich.
We use real plates, glass plates, reusable plates
Outside?
at my house. Oh, yeah.
Outside at a barbecue?
I'm not afraid of anything. Except climate
Well, still.
change. Please use this reusable plate. Yeah.
I'm not a piler. I'm a multi.
You're a multi,
Because I still have like that impulse to clean my plate. You know what I mean? Like I feel guilty if I throw food away,
Yeah,
so
of
I'm
course.
like I don't try to pile. I don't pile too high.
Right. Well, 28% of us are pilers.
Mm.
Where
I
your
respect
whole
it.
plate,
Yeah.
your whole plate is covered and there's a mound of food on it.
I respect
so
it.
I do the pile thing, and then that way I can always say like, yeah, I only had one plate. Because other people be like, yeah, I went up there like 4 times. I'm like,
Right.
I went once, but I had more than you.
All
Total.
right, there are 10 different types of people at barbecues. 10 different types. There's the number one, there's the person who piles up way too much food on their plate. Yeah. There's the person who gets their food delivered to them without getting up.
Oh,
Usually the dad
Or the babies.
or the older person.
We're the babies.
there was a baby at my house that was getting her food delivered to the table.
Okay. There's the drinker who keeps asking if anyone else needs another beer.
Thoughtful.
That's my husband.
There's the person who will definitely drop food on the ground at some point.
There was another child at my
Also,
house.
the piler. There's a Venn diagram there of those folks.
The dog loves that person.
Yeah.
There's the person, usually a guy, who offers unsolicited grilling advice. You know what, Steve? I got this. Go enjoy. He's
But
Steve,
do you
gonna
got it?
hover?
You know, though, after this weekend, though, I will say, like, my mom and I went to the mall yesterday, and we were talking about grilled foods, and she's one of these people. She wants to have like a little crispiness, a little burn mark to her whatever it is, her breast that she's getting grilled. And Tim at our barbecue was like,
Mama like her breast burn.
"Mama's liking her breast burnt," and Tim was like, is this done? Like, he's very preoccupied with, because we made my wings. Everybody was tagging me in
Yeah.
apricot chipotle wings, and so I decided to make them this weekend too. And so he's like, I'm still trying to get it. I go, babe, they're good.
Thanks for the invite.
They're black. They're amazing. These are the best wings ever.
There's the person, usually a woman, who shows up but doesn't eat anything. There's the meat eater who is about to try a vegan option and wants everyone to care.
That was our Sunday. Another barbecue we went to. A friend of mine brought us some Impossible brats, which we eat.
So you went to 2 barbecues.
I had 2
But
barbecues.
you lied earlier.
I'm sorry, I'm
you said
remembering.
one at your house,
One-
and now there's a second
And now
barbecue.
there's a- I was living it up.
There's gonna be another one.
And so the whole time, the host who had got us the vegan brats was like, like, look at these brats. They look so gross,
That'd be me.
Yeah. And they're delicious.
If you went to my house for a barbecue,
I would bring my own brats.
I would get a separate grill.
yeah.
Yeah.
You would not.
I would go and buy a separate
Only real meat touches these grapes.
What?
wimpy looking grill.
I'll bring my own grill and my own brats.
I'd plug a foreman in outside and be like, this is what yours is getting.
There is and this would be Moon, the person who won't eat with their hands. They always use utensils. There's the person who shows up with their own chair.
Love those people.
There's that
Yeah,
person.
that's a good guy.
Now,
That's a lot of people now.
who show up with their own chair?
Yeah, those little camping chairs.
I'm
in
okay
the
with
trunk.
that. The foldables?
No
I'm okay
problem.
with that.
No
Okay with that.
problem.
Now, if you want to be the perfect guest
Yes.
at a barbecue, number 1, you bring something.
Correct.
Number 2, you offer to help the host. Number 3, before you eat, ask if you can get food for somebody else. And before you leave, you offer to clean up.
I am the perfect guest at anyone's home.
That's the perfect guest.
That checks. That tracks.
I will clean your
That's
entire
awesome.
kitchen for you before I leave.
Now, if I'm the grill master and I'm cooking, I'm looking to see what everybody's doing to their foods. I'm looking to see what condiments you're using.
Oh, yeah.
So you can get angry about
I'm
them adding
judging.
barbecue sauce to.
I'm judging.
Also, you're also just watching them enjoy your cooking. You want to see if they're enjoying. Even if it's not a condiment thing, you're just like, barely touched your brat there, Phil.
Yeah, what's up?
Something wrong?
What's up?
Makes everybody feel
Take it
bad.
personal, dude, when you're like out there grilling and sweating and putting in the love. And
Yeah.
then you see somebody like not giving you enough credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does. It bothers you.
So I got some hot dogs on the grill. Are we putting ketchup on our hot dogs?
I am. I'm also I'm doing one side is ketchup and the other side is mustard. And I know
Okay.
you're upset,
Wow.
but this is just who I am.
Well, the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council has weighed in.
The official.
The official National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
Says,
That is a real thing. And the
What's her
president, his name is Eric Mittenhall.
No.
He was interviewed yesterday. And he says that no one over the age of 18 should be putting ketchup on hot dogs.
That's legal now.
Get out of here. What? It's so delicious.
All right. I mean, if he
Quote,
said it.
If you could vote, it's time for your taste buds to vote for a hot dog without ketchup.
What are we supposed to put on there? What is this guy's name? Mittenhog? What is it?
Mittenhall.
There's,
He said the sweetness is just not the ideal match and suggested mustard, onions, and sauerkraut instead.
that's the
Onions.
perfect combo.
Kill me now. Okay. Onions, really?
Not the first time he's taken that stance, by the way. Back in 2021, he said any hot dog is delicious except for hot dogs with ketchup.
What about Rafe? He can't even have onions. This man is this monster.
And sauerkraut, I hate.
I love sauerkraut. Give me sauerkraut.
Oh, man.
Sauerkraut,
Give me
relish.
sauerkraut.
You're talking
all
about
day.
Joey Chestnut's breath earlier. You eat sauerkraut. Just
I'm not eating
poop breath.
73 hot dogs.
You guys don't like cabbage?
I'm not a huge proponent
Man,
of. I go
you guys are
relish.
missing out. Cabbage
I like
is where it's
relish.
A
at.
relish, man. I'll take some sweet relish. That's where I get my sweet mustard.
The good brown mustard.
Barbecue
Really all you
sauce
need.
is
Stone
barbecue
ground.
sauce fine
Stone
on.
ground with the
It's really all you need.
Yeah.
Ketchup it's really not necessary.
You could do barbecue sauce.
I don't have strong feelings about it, but it's not. It probably isn't necessary. If you got good sweet relish and some mustard, you're good.
Well,
You're good to
ketchup
go.
ruins almost everything it touches.
What is your
Except for
problem?
French fries.
Yeah, it's
French
one of the
fries.
worst. It's just
Are you
a
serious?
dull. I don't know. It's a weird aching.
It's the one thing we
Condiment.
can all agree on.
And a lot of people
It's
asked me at Captain Jim's last week, what is your go-to pork steak method? You talk a lot about it, but you haven't really divulged. What they asked me what my favorite sauce was, and I got to tell you, no sauce. I think the right way to do it: salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce. Marinate,
Ooh.
preferably overnight. If you can't do that, at least an hour in the fridge. You take it out, you pat it dry, you put some dry rub on it, you put it on, you sear it in cast iron and or on a super hot grill. Then you top shelf it, you slow cook it until it's ready to rock and roll. That way, you don't. If it gets too hot, the pork steaks start to curl up like the Wicked Witch's feet.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you messed up.
Do you fork it before you put it in with the seasoning and everything?
I don't necessarily do that. I tenderize it usually if I have to. I take a little one of those little hammers. That's my carpentry tool.
Well, you know, on the side of a pork steak, usually there's like a fat layer.
Oh, yeah.
On the side, just cut that. Like
What?
if there's, and it won't curl.
Oh.
So if there's fat on the outside,
Don't cut it off.
No, just
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say, you gotta
thank
eat
God! I was
So-
about to.
No, you go.
About to go off in here.
You cut vertically.
Just
1,
give it a little cut.
2, 3. It
Really?
should prevent it from curling.
Well, if you cook it right, it won't curl anyway. It'll be. But that's my method.
Man, if you get a pork steak that's like fork tender,
You don't. Yeah, and you don't necessarily need to slather it in. That Worcestershire does a lot of.
yeah,
the,
no. If you put
That
too much
stuff's
barbecue
magic.
sauce on it, I feel like you're hiding something.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do something, do some country bobs.
See, we used to do
Country
A1.
Bob's. So
Mm-hmm.
good.
A1 sauce.
If you're at my house and I make you a steak
A1's disgusting.
and you ask for A1,
What's going to happen?
you get the hell out of my house.
Well, I'm not eating a
Doubt.
steak. I don't eat steak.
I make you
miss
nice
it.
ribeye, medium rare, and you ask for ketchup or ribeye,
Yeah.
or
out.
A1, get out.
There's a man
Guys, I
eating
don't
a
eat
birthday
steak.
cake.
I'm sorry.
My birthday.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not in the pork steak army because I don't eat pork or cows. So
That doesn't mean you can't be in the pork steak.
I've had some people ask me, they're like, what's going to happen with you? What are you, vork?
You can be like the
Your
drummer.
pork steak?
You know how
Can I
they used to
just,
have like little kids drum
You're
on
not
the way into
fighting.
battle?
No.
Yeah, you don't get a weapon.
Yeah, you're in the rear with the gear.
Fine. I can handle it.
All right, Rafe, we have time for like 1 or 2 emails. Courtesy of, you have the sponsor there, Lern?
I do. Our emails are sponsored by our pals over
At
at
Big.
Big Dick's mailbox. Get a mailbox.
Big dicks.
Need a new mailbox.com.
All right, 1 or 2 emails.
Love it. All right, let's do one quick one. It's more of a shout out to our boy. Huge thanks to King Scott. My name is Katie T. I'm a Team Riz member and coordinated the parade he was the marshal of on 4th of July. He made it so fun, was so easy to talk to, and made my first experience of meeting a Riz Show personality totally awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, awesome.
Can't wait to meet the rest of you. Thanks again, Katie.
I saw a picture of you at the hanging out of a Jeep.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah, did you have fun, man?
Man, that
It looked
was
cool.
Parade.
Yeah, it was the best parade I think I've been to.
so
It
good.
was really really fun, and the whole crew over there from the mayor down, like they're just so nice at the Bridgeton. So they're doing a good job. Their Parks and Rec are awesome. Congrats, guys. You guys are wonderful. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for having
You
me.
met a cutie too. You shared a photo of this kid that had a
he was
Rizzuto
so sweet. He's a
shirt on.
diehard fan of our show, and his dad said, I guess he had another shirt on originally, but he has to wear that point shirt all the time.
Yeah.
And he refused to take it off, even though it was 1,000,000 degrees yesterday. But he just won't take that shirt
So
off.
cute.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, I met, there were 2 Riz Show folks in Nashville at the planetarium shows I was at. Your reach is exceeding the St. Louis area. One guy was from Boston, Adam, super sweet guy. Said the show meant a lot to him, got him through some hard times when he was depressed. Good dude. Let's see.
One more.
This is a toughie. I got 2 really good ones. I'm going to go with the one that just came in. Hate to do it because this other one's a real good discussion around the horn. All right. Am I an a-hole? From Taylor. I use Waze while driving, and if I see an alert pop up, such as a car on the shoulder or police ahead, I'll hit the button saying it's not there, even if it is.
Oh.
Then I'll submit the report saying car on shoulder or police ahead, so I get the recognition. It boosts my numbers exponentially and makes me feel superior.
Okay, so you say not there, and then you
say it's there.
Then repost it. So he takes it off the board and puts it back on the board? Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he gets credit for it.
I figured Riz would like this and probably already does it. How do we feel about that as Waze enthusiasts?
Well, I'm glad he's taking his eyes off the road.
That's grown man Tetris. You're messing with the games.
You are such a petty person.
I like it.
But
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You know, you see that score at the end of the week. They send you a score. You ever see that Waze score? You go, you've helped, blank amount of people, this week.
Huh.
That's me being a helper.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's like when you save that kid on the escalator.
That's like me doing my little part.
Wow.
Helping society out.
So if someone removes your report, does it knock your score down? And then
no, because it may have happened.
Okay.
There may have been a cop there at some point, or may have been a construction zone or a car on the side of the road.
That's hilarious.
Taylor, keep doing what you're doing.
All right, you got the green light from Riz.
I wonder what his emoji is.
Here's my thing. There could be a small window where someone thinks there's not a cop. There could be somebody could be somebody like quarter mile behind you that you take it off. They're cruising. They don't get the warning. Cops there. By the time you put it back up, they're getting busted. That is kind of an a-hole move. Mm-hmm. I don't care as much about the car on the shoulder situation, but if you're doing it quick, I guess I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I got to shout out to the Creve Coeur police officer at 3:30 this morning who was on 270 right at the Olive Boulevard exit, 270 North, who had his lights out, and I passed him, saw him. I had my cruise control on 65.
Uh-huh.
And as I drove past him, he put his lights on.
Oh.
Dang.
And I peed myself and shouted out loud, I'm going only 5 miles an hour over. I don't know if he did it to mess with me or it was just coincident that he put his lights on. But
headlights or...
Okay.
Headlights.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I thought you meant he put the cherries
No,
on.
he didn't light me up, but he put the headlights on. He was completely dark.
Yeah.
And I saw him.
Whew.
And he put his lights on, and whew, man.
Did you hit the brake?
No.
Okay,
I
you
wasn't
played
speeding.
it cool. You played it cool.
Have you ever gotten a ticket on your way to work? You get here so early?
I got yelled at by a police officer once.
Oh, okay.
For speeding. He pulled up beside me and called me an idiot. What are you, an idiot?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, we're going to take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean that was an accident.
I was just at Wally's in my soul.
Man.
Yeah.
Also, that would have been a good song to fly a jetpack to.
You're right.
How they roll.
No, I meant to do this. There we go.
Okay.
Less Wallies. I like it.
All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Today's Pappy's Recap, brought to you by Pappy Smokehouse, St. Peter's, your summer barbecue headquarters, Highway 70 and Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. Scott, what do we got?
Well, we got everything we covered on the show today. Crap on celebrities, what Michael Jordan thinks about his son dating Scottie Pippen's ex, and also who won Nathan's hot dog eating contest. You can find it all out there on the blog. And if you left your bag of cocaine at the White House over the weekend, reach out to them. They're looking for whoever owns it, and they want to find that out. So call the White House and get that taken care of. And also today's show that you're going to look for on all those podcast directories that you're going to rate and review.
Yes.
It's called The Old Fashioned Hog Lovin'.
Yeah,
So check everything out. Find out why we talked about that.
Excellent. Tomorrow, Moon returns, and we have the Craigslist Freak of the Week, 3 brand new ads for you. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Anything else?
Yes. Get
Yes,
tickets
Lern,
to
go.
my August 26th show at the Lincoln Theater.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge night. It's already halfway sold out.
I'm opening.
And Rafe's opening.
No way.
Breaking
That's right.
news.
I just decided just now.
You can do whatever you want.
By opening, I mean taking tickets at the door.
Lincoln Theater in Belleville. Thank you.
Rafe, anything else?
Yeah. Follow me on the socials. I am Rafe Wiliams on all of them. Subscribe to my YouTube because I got a special coming out in a couple of months. I'll be excited to talk about that. And most importantly, get your designs in for the pork steak Army bumper sticker.
Yes.
We've had some really good designs come in, but keep them rolling in. We love seeing them, and the time is limited. What is it, July 11th, I think? It's the last one, so you got till Monday. So make sure if you sent me stuff on Twitter or emails, go to the submission link. It's on. It's in the app. It's on the Point app. It's on the Point website. Go to it.
Yep. Send us those submissions. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right.
We leave with a selection from our Team Riz Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Riz. Visit hotshotcent.com/Team Riz. From Breckenridge Hills, Missouri, Robert Meyer is our Team Riz Member of the Day. And crazy, he wants to hear the song.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I don't want
What a
again.
coincidence.
How the heck?
What are the odds?
All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.